podcast. I'm here with Danny,
Yo, yo,
and today we
yo,
have
what's
two
up?
guests.
Yeah, so one of them is a returning guest, Richard, you guys know him, Richard and Matt. And the second one is new, obviously, also one of my friends from Cole Park. His name is Louis Treyes, so if you can, they can come out, show
Come on,
themselves.
guys, stop being shy. Reveal
Yeah.
yourself.
What is up, guys?
Wait, Louis, the camera.
Um,
No one else
The big
started
you
front.
guys see me,
Let me
right?
show you how it's done.
No, I can't see you, I can't see you.
I know.
All right,
And-
let's talk about
Oh,
basketball, dude.
Wait, do the
I
camera
gotta
thing
get it.
again.
Do my
Let's talk
introduction. Give
basketball.
me a second.
Let's talk
Xbox
hoops,
users,
bro.
beware.
Wait, Louis, do
Get
your,
ready.
go back on your camera, like, go off and on again. I can't see you. Neither can the video.
Are y'all prepared?
Do you see me,
No.
bro?
Alright, go Richard, go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Let's get it.
Oh my god.
Danny, did you even see that?
I did see it. I can see all of you except
I
Louis.
think I got a contusion right here. Like this muscle right here.
Do you know what a contusion is?
That was funny.
I don't know.
So I think it's a bruise. Well, anyways, we're having some technical difficulties with Lewis's camera, but he can still hear us, and we can still see, and they can still see him. So I
Yo, I
apologize for
can
that.
still prove you wrong. All right.
Exactly.
Just start,
We'll try and get it
I can
fixed.
still-
We'll try and get it fixed, and then you'll see him pop up again if it's fixed. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw the post, but today's topics. We got two guests because it's a pretty tough one. It's not a tough one, but it's very strong opinions. Very strong opinions are about to be thrown out there. So we got, is TJ Warren a borderline all-star? We got one of mine, the one that I preferred. How can Bradley Beal be traded to Miami Heat? Is the Lakers' struggles something to worry about? Melo's scoring record? Is Dame better than Curry? The NBA Bubble Awards and NBA Contenders' worst fears. So, to kick it off, this one was brought to you by Alvaro. Alvaro, we're gonna ask you this first. Is TJ Warren a borderline all-star? Like throughout the whole year, not just the bubble.
No.
Throughout the whole year, he is not. But during the bubble, he's been playing. He's been stepping up and playing like an all-star.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah, but like you can say, I mean, like it took me some time to agree to this, but you could say that borderline, borderline.
With
Yeah.
his stats, he can be considered even throughout the season. But
He was
they
overshadowed.
had, they had Sabonis this year.
Exactly, he was overshadowed. And then with the Miles Turner stuff, they're like, oh, he might leave, something like that, because he's not being used right. So they changed his play style when Domantas Sabonis came in. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I just think during the season, I mean, even other NBA players have said it. TJ Warren is good. Like, he's a good player. You get me?
Yeah.
But he's not an all-star. You get me? Maybe if Sabonis wasn't on the team, for sure. But I don't know exactly what his stats are. But, like, I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I've seen him play. He's good.
His
He's
stats.
shooting really efficient.
But not
Yeah.
against the Heat, though. Not against the Heat, though.
He's
Not
okay.
against the Heat.
Okay. This heat bias is already happening. Okay, because like
It's not heat bias. It's just facts.
No, it's not Heat bias. That's literally facts. He scored 12 points.
yeah, because Jimmy
scored
locked him
scored
up. Though.
like
Jimmy
four
did lock
straight
him
games. 4 straight games of 30 points, and then boom.
up. 30. Man dropped
Jimmy Butler.
51. In like the first game of the bubble, he dropped 51.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And he was averaging 38 points through all these 7 games, these 6 games, because he didn't play against the Rockets, and they still won.
And throughout the season, he was averaging 20 points on a 53% from the field.
Exactly,
Yeah,
40% from 3. And he's
That's
only
good, that's
apparently day to day with plantar fasciitis, which is what fasciitis, I think is what, which is what Domantas Sabonis has.
He's scared of Jimmy Butler.
And Domantas Sabonis has been out for the past since the bubble started. That's a problem.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
Pacers,
No,
that's a
but
problem. For the
real,
Heat, is
in the
good.
in the regular season, in the regular season, if Bradley Beal did not make the All-Star team, I would never put freaking T.J. Warren.
No, yeah,
That's
Bradley
really
Beal,
crazy,
dude,
bro.
like
Bradley Beal did not. He did
that's tough. That's tough. Cause like if you look at
Bradley
the
Beal
All
deserved
Stars,
it over a lot of people.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Bradley Beal was second in scoring, and the Wizards were the 9th seed because of him. If not, they would have been dead last. And no, James Harden. That just shows you something right there. Bradley Beal was averaging 4 points less than James Harden on a better field goal percentage, and he didn't make the All-Star, but James Harden was like the first pick, a starter. I agree that Bradley Beal should have been a starter over Trae Young, but Trae Young should have still been in the All-Star. There's that one person there that I can't name right now that shouldn't have been there. Probably even Kemba Walker.
Who? Wait, did Kemba Walker make the All-Star team?
Yeah, Kemba Walker was
Yeah,
the All-Star. It was him and Jason Tatum. But Kemba Walker was like
He was
18
a starter.
points. Kemba Walker was like 8. No, he was like a 20, fringe 20, 21. Bradley
Right.
Beal was
I would
30.
put Bradley Beal. I would put Bradley Beal. For sure.
I would put Beal as a starter,
The only
take off
reason he did
Kemba,
it
and put
is
Trae Young.
Team succession.
Exactly, team success.
That's
But
the
team
only reason
success
they
shouldn't
put Bradley
matter.
Beal.
Team success shouldn't matter because then Trae Young shouldn't have been there. Trae Young dropping
Yes,
30
'cause the
points.
Hawks
Trae
suck
Young dropping
ass,
28, and Bradley Beal has a better team than he does. Like they were in the 9th seed at that time, the 10th, 9th seed.
Dude, the Hawks are hot beef stew, bro.
Oh no.
Hot
Next year,
beef,
dude, next year
dude.
they might. The way the East is played
They
is
suck,
they'll make the
dude.
playoffs next year. They
The
got
Hawks are roasted.
Trae Young. They got
roasted-
Trae Young.
roasted
They have a
chestnuts,
developing
man.
Cam
Ass.
Reddish. They have a developing DeAndre Hunter.
Oh no.
They have John Collins. They have Clint Capella. They have two first-round
I'm not
picks.
saying that. I'm saying they suck now, but in 5 years, along with the Pelicans and the Grizzlies, they're gonna be a top team.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. Especially how the East is played. They have like the last 2 seeds are losing records. They're gonna make the playoffs next year. I promise you that. Mark my words. That's playoffs.
No, not next year. The Hawks, no.
Dude, they got Clint Capella, and they haven't even used him yet. We don't know what's
Alright,
going on there.
Alright, what's the next thing?
Yeah. All right,
I have a
so
question
I
for you.
worked up a trade, right? Because people were doubting me. People were saying that Bradley Beal
Hold
can't go
up,
to
you have a
Miami.
question. You just
People
gonna
are
skip over
saying-
this question? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
People are saying that Bradley Beal doesn't want to leave Washington, and he says it now. But you know for a fact that if
He
John
said
Wall
it.
comes back and he's not gonna do anything, he's leaving. If they're not in the playoffs next year, he's gone because he's not gonna wait. He knows that he's not gonna waste his career in Washington, and Miami has an interest for him since like last season. So my trade proposal would be Miami gets Bradley Beal, obviously, which is $28.7 million. Washington gets in return Kendrick Nunn on like a 1.6 million, Andre Iguodala on 15 million, Kelly Olynyk on a $13.1 million player option. He's on a player option, I think, going into this year's free agency, and then they sign him. They re-sign him because he's obviously gonna take $13 million. 2022 first round pick, 2022 second round pick, and 2026 first round pick. The reason why this trade will work, the reason why this trade will work, because one, the Wizards can use that pick, like that 2022 first round pick is expendable. You can trade that for another piece to add to your future, or you can draft. And about that pick too, if they take that pick, they're gonna be hot garbage that year. So their pick that year, if they have one, I hope, is gonna be like top 5. Now, if he hold on. This is important. If he reclassifies into the 2021 class, E-Money Bates is sitting there pretty. He's just sitting still, looking damn pretty. And the Washington could take
That's a
him.
bit sus. That's a bit sus.
And Washington could take him. Or if he doesn't do that, the 2022 pick, you just bump yourself up. With that pick, you go up, you draft E-Money Bates. And then they use the 2026 pick too to boost because teams want first round picks, they want future. Unless
Alright, so what would the he be giving? What would the he be giving?
Kendrick Nunn.
What players?
Kendrick Nunn, Andre Iguodala,
Mm-hmm.
and Kelly Olynyk.
And 2 first
I
rounders.
would do it, but I don't know if the Washington would do that.
If I'm
Damn.
the Wizards, that's a horrible trade for me.
Why?
That's a terrible trade.
Why?
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's
you're
a
just
horrible
giving them.
trade.
You're just giving them a
What are you
good
gonna
rookie.
do? What are you gonna do with Iguodala and Olynyk?
Yeah.
Did you not hear anything I told you? Did you not hear anything I said?
Do you,
Iggy, hold up.
Do you remember what happened with Iggy on Memphis? He didn't want to play with young talent. And
Iguodala?
why
wants
would
to
they
play
want
on a
Kelly
good
Olynyk? Why would they want Kelly Olynyk when they have Thomas Bryant? They're developing Thomas Bryant.
And they have that
Kendrick
Yo,
has another point guard.
Kelly Olynyk is a backup. Kelly Olynyk is not starting. He's a backup. They also got Mo Wagner. He's not. They're not sitting them. But you guys didn't listen to anything I told you. You didn't listen to anything I told you. That 22 pick,
Yes,
that
I heard
2022
that.
pick
It was-
is
Okay,
expendable.
you just talked about the
If he
picks.
reclassifies,
You just talked about the pigs.
yeah, that's
Doesn't
the
matter.
thing.
You
That's
just
the
talked about
that's
the
the whole
picks.
thing
We're
with the
talking about
pick.
players.
A better
We're
trade
talking
for
about the
Washington.
players.
A more even trade would be adding like Tyler Hero. And,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like, so,
The only
Listen.
way Washington would do that would be for Nunn and Hero.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
I would not. I'm not giving up here at all.
And-
No,
and the
exactly,
Heat would give them up.
exactly.
The
That's
Heat
why.
would not give them up.
And eventually, if Bradley Beal really wants to go to Miami, they're gonna make it happen. They can't ask for Bradley Beal. They can't ask for Tyler Hero because Bradley Beal's gonna get himself out of there no matter what. They're gonna get himself out of there no matter what. They just do something in the front office with their agents that get them out of there. If the Heat don't want to give up Tyler Hero, but Bradley Beal really wants to go to Miami, they're not gonna give up Bradley. They're not gonna give up Hero. That trade works because your team in 21 or 22 is still gonna be hot garbage. With John Wall, he'll probably leave too. They're gonna be hot garbage, and then you get the first or the top 5 pick in those next 2 drafts. If E-Money Bates goes to the 21 class, if he reclassifies to the 2021 high school class, goes to Michigan State 2022, plays there, comes out to the draft, that guy's the easiest number 1 pick I've ever seen. Easier than Zion probably, to be honest with you. If he does good in college, he's the easiest number 1 pick I've ever seen. And the Wizards can take that because if they don't get the number 1 pick, they can use the other 22 pick and the other picks that they have, along with that 26 pick that the Heat gave them, to go up. That's why, because you're thinking about E-Money Bates right now.
You were talking about the Bradley Beal trade in the same sense as if they were trading for Giannis. Because when you were telling me yesterday, you were telling me that the Heat could trade for Giannis.
No, they
How
can't.
can the Heat trade for Giannis?
They can't. They would have to do it like right now. They would have to do it
without
right now.
without giving away Bam and a good young start. I don't
No,
think they would. And,
you'd have to
a
give
lot
up
of
Hero.
picks.
You'd have to give up Hero.
And Bam from.
You'd have to give up Hero.
Yeah,
that would be the
but
one.
the Heat wouldn't give up Bam.
Exactly. They'd have to give up Bam.
Bro, but I was saying, look, Giannis is literally a better version of Bam. He's longer. He's a better rebounder. He's a better scorer.
Yeah.
Bam is
That doesn't matter.
Bam is like the only person in the league that can guard Giannis. That's why they
Alright,
want him
but
because
Giannis
Al
was
Horford.
Giannis was still scoring 30, 12, and 5.
The Celtics did the same thing. The Celtics did the same thing. They didn't do the same thing, but Al Horford did the same thing. Al Horford was the only guy in the league that could guard Joel Embiid and Giannis that year. He left to Philadelphia. Now Boston has nobody that can guard Giannis or Joel Embiid. That's why, getting later into that topic, they're potential threats. The Celtics, even though I think they're still going to make it to the finals, they have potential threats. But that Beal trade, you guys just don't see it. But the goal of that trade is not only your future, but E-Money Bates, because that is your future. That's probably the next face of the league other than Zion. It's gonna be Zion.
Dude, they're not gonna give away their best player for a potential first round pick of a guy.
If you think about it though, you stockpile first round
No.
picks, and that's what you get. You stockpile first round picks, that's where you
There's
go.
no thinking about it. You're comparing Giannis to a first round pick.
I said Beal. I said Bradley Beal.
Giannis
and
is
your
a
potential
once in a
future.
lifetime generational talent.
That's E-Money Bates,
Yeah, no,
probably.
dude, yeah,
Probably that's E-Money Bates.
Because of the potential. No team has ever done a trade just for the picks, bro.
They were saying Zion.
Giannis is one of those people that are able to take a shitty team and take them to the playoff. Not the finals, but at least make a decent run in the playoffs.
You see that Giannis is the concrete MVP because his team without him sucks. They suck.
Yeah, we're seeing that now.
They're
They just lost
hot
to the Grizzlies.
garbage. Like the Grizzlies could have lost. The Grizzlies would have lost that game if Giannis didn't get suspended. They would have lost that game because you can't beat Giannis there. That team can't beat Giannis, and they had 2 triple doubles. They had 2 triple doubles on that garbage ass team. 2 triple doubles on that one team.
But I don't think Giannis will win a chip until he starts shooting threes.
No, he's not. He's not. Especially this year when it's high stakes. This year's high stakes because if you get corona, you're out for 2 weeks and that's your whole series. That's the
All
part.
right, Danny.
But yeah,
Hey,
next
question
topic.
is: will the Suns make the playoff?
Oh.
No. No, I'm
You
sorry,
don't
but
think so at
no,
all?
I'm a Nets fan. I'm not a Nets fan because like Damian Lillard deserves to be in the playoffs and Damian Lillard deserves to kick LeBron's ass. And then tell
They
Skip
both
Bayless
deserve
that
to
he's
be
a
in the
GOAT.
playoff. They
Alright,
both deserve to be in the
both Devin
playoff.
Booker, both
Devin Booker,
Damian
you
Lillard
even
have
if the
have
Suns don't
played
make the
like
playoffs.
beasts. Like they played amazing, but Damian Lillard has played better than Devin Booker. That is why I can't even give him the bubble MVP or whatever. I'd give it to Damian Lillard.
That's
That's
later.
facts.
That's
That's
later.
facts.
That's
That's
later. That's later. You told me that shit later.
Nah, but
Tell
that's
me
just
that
one of the
later.
awards.
Because
That's
I'm not gonna
one
get
of
into
the
that right
awards,
now.
yeah.
No,
But-
but Devin Booker took the
But,
Phoenix Suns to 8-0 in the bubble. Even if they don't make the playoffs, they still have the sense that they still have something to build on. That's a building block for their future. They still have something to build on because you went 8-0 with that team. That scrub ass team without Kelly Oubre. You went 8-0 against
Missing
some
Kelly
good
Oubre,
teams.
yeah.
You beat Miami. You beat Dallas twice. You beat the Clippers
Nah, they
with their full staff.
They played
But
good.
who's in the
They proved a lot
playoffs?
of people. Nah, Devin Booker proved a lot of people, including me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because I was like, oh, like I still think that to a certain extent, we've never seen him play on a playoff team, on a good team. We've just seen him play because obviously anyone will score that many points if they have their own team to themselves and they could shoot as many times as they want.
That's true.
But he is a good player.
But he's doing it efficiently.
They were comparing him in the halftime
and
show.
he's shooting good. Yeah, he's playing good.
In the
He's playing
halftime
good.
show, they were comparing him to Kobe and MJ. Like he had like little hints of Kobe and MJ in his game. That's facts.
That's way too soon.
Devin Booker
That's
has
way too
hints,
soon.
has like hints of Kobe and MJ in his game, just tiny spots.
Everybody's talking about the Suns, but the Blazers have gone 5-2, bro. The Blazers
The
have
Suns
gone
went
crazy.
8-0. The Suns went 8-0, and the Blazers lost to some good teams.
Yeah, but
A previous topic on our show once was who would win in a playoff game, the Lakers or the Blazers?
Oh yeah, the Blazers.
And
I think the
Well,
Lakers.
we might see that.
We're gonna get that in a future
yeah,
topic.
yeah.
We're gonna get that in one of the topics in this episode. But Bleacher Report said that the biggest threat to the Lakers is the Blazers, because the Blazers are riding Damian Lillard's
believe
hot
it.
streak, and the Lakers
I
have no
believe it.
bench.
I do have a good bench.
And Gary Trent is dropping 60% of threes. Like his 3-point percentage is 60%. That's crazy.
But as an 8 seed competitor,
Trailblazers.
is the biggest.
If the
like,
Trailblazers win this game, they're the 8 seed. They only need to win that one game.
Bigger than Memphis because Memphis lost Jerry Jackson to an injury. Bigger than the Suns, bigger than the Spurs, bigger than the Kings, bigger than the Pelicans.
The Pelicans are screwed. Apparently, like Lonzo seemed like he was checked out the whole time, and Lonzo is like
You
he's
guys
probably
gotta cover that
gone.
another day,
And
bro.
Brandon
You guys
Ingram's
gotta
hitting
cover
free
that.
agency. Zion's pissed off. We don't know what's going on there.
You guys gotta cover Lonzo, another day.
Zion is looking very sluggish
Yeah,
in the games that he played.
exactly. His defense was god awful, and you
Alright,
see it in
so
the game.
wait, so final question. Like, do all you guys agree that the Suns are not gonna make the playoffs?
Yes,
I
it
think so.
sucks, but yes.
Not this year.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it. Portland is not gonna lose. Damian Lillard is not gonna lose to the Nets because his whole team knows if they lose, he's gone.
You
You can't
No, I
lie to
don't think
yourself
he's
like that
gone.
anymore. If
He's
you
not-
lose
he's
to the
not
Brooklyn Nets and miss the playoffs, come on,
He's not gone.
come on, dude, he's leaving.
You
Nah,
can't
he's
stay
working
that hard just to miss the playoffs to the Nets.
Exactly to the Nets
he's-
that don't have Kyrie or
he's-
KD.
Look, how many times has he lost in the playoffs and he stayed? He's gonna stay, bro.
Okay, but
Yeah,
he's lost.
but
in-
he's
who
a-
he is.
There's a difference
That's who he
between
is.
losing.
He's gonna stay.
There's a difference between
Literally
losing
a
in the
loyal
playoffs.
ass player.
There's a difference between losing in the playoffs and losing to a garbage team that won the 7th seed miraculously because they beat Giannis, and missing the playoffs by one game. You lose 2 spots.
It doesn't
One
matter.
game.
He'll, dude. You know, right? Let's compare him to Dirk right now. Let's compare him to Dirk. They're playing like with 20 seasons with the Dallas Mavericks. He only won one championship, right?
He
But
destroyed the
you know how
big
many
three.
times he
That's enough.
lost? You know how many times he missed the playoffs? You know how many times he lost in the playoffs before winning in 2011? A lot of times, bro. So it's not, like it happens, bro. So
But
and eventually it'll
in
pay
this
off
day and
or it
age,
won't, You get me?
in this day and
But
age, there are too
I
many
think
super teams for you to be like, I'm staying. You need to go to a team that's more equipped to win games in the playoffs.
But not, but
bro,
not, but not
Not
bro,
everyone
yet.
thinks the same.
if
But not
Portland
everyone
gets
thinks the
if
same.
Portland gets another good player, they could be contenders.
Portland doesn't have the
I
money
think
for
so.
that
They have
because
a
they
good
signed
team.
CJ to a max, they
They don't
signed
have a
Dame to
bad
a
team.
max, they signed Nurkic to a big contract. They're losing
They
Whiteside this
should
year.
they
They're losing
should
Melo.
CJ's good, but they shouldn't have signed him to a max, dude. He's not like I don't know. I wouldn't sign him to a max. He's
Yeah,
not
but
a
he's not gonna go for anything less than 21.
max.
21 mil?
You
No,
wouldn't
nothing
sign
less.
CJ to a max?
No, I wouldn't. But like close to it, but not. I would save that for like somebody else.
In this day and age, there's no such thing as close to a
Man,
max.
whatever you say.
I
Yeah,
don't know
next
how it
next
is, so I don't
next
know
subject.
I don't know how the money works in the.
I'll tell you how money works. In this day and age,
Ooh, the
nobody's
Lakers.
gonna settle for just less than a max. Nobody. It's either max, like in between the 19 and the 11s, and then minimum. There's nothing less, unless you're like a heavy role player, like a solid average player. You're gonna get between the 10s and the 1s. That's it. The 10 and 5. That's it. Doesn't go less than that. Just less than a max, like right under the max, doesn't exist.
I mean, but it all depends how much the team. I don't know. You have to see how much the team can like spend on their players.
I can check that out, but
Or
that's a topic for another day. Cause actually we might get into
All
that
right,
next one
look.
too. Is the Lakers struggle
the
something to
Lakers.
worry about?
Because people are saying that they're not trying because they already clinched the first seed or whatever. But like, is this something to worry about?
Exactly.
For us?
No, hell no.
Yes,
Hell no.
LeBron's percentages are trash in the bubble.
That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no,
They're
LeBron-
already
yeah,
the
LeBron's
first seed.
playing
Why would
bad,
LeBron
dude.
try?
It doesn't matter. His
LeBron is
his
playing
shooting
bad, but
percentages and the games that counted were trash.
Bro, but
What games counted?
keep in
The
mind.
one that they clinched the first seed.
No, yeah, they did.
What
I'm
else?
saying no games.
After that,
No
what
games.
else?
His percentages were. Let me look up the box score. His percentages were bad.
That doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Look. This is the only thing. This is the only thing. I don't think that like it's too much of a worry because they clinched it. But if they clinched it and like they're throwing or whatever, they're not trying. Why is LeBron playing so many minutes? That's the only thing I'm questioning. He's playing like 37 minutes.
All right, look. Yeah, he's playing like 37 minutes a game.
This is what I think. I thought about this. This is what I think. I think he's playing that many because the thing is, okay, for all players, but especially someone like LeBron, like, he's older, 35 already, bro. It probably takes a while to get used to it, like in the rhythm or whatever. You get me? And maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, and then maybe
That
just
doesn't
playing
matter though,
bad.
because you have Anthony
But I
Davis,
feel
and
like
Anthony
when it
Davis has
comes-
been inconsistent.
When it comes to it, exactly, Davis has played good too, but even him, like he's had bad games.
No, Davis has
and
been
they lost.
inconsistent. One game yes, one game no. That's what he is. This in the bubble.
Exactly, but I feel like when the playoff time comes, bro, the Lakers are gonna, for sure, they're gonna kill everyone in the first and second round, and if it gets to it and they play the Clippers in the second round, that's
They're
gonna
gonna
be an
lose.
interesting series.
They're gonna lose.
Wait, the Lakers.
I don't know,
everyone-
That's the thing. These are two completely new teams. Completely new teams. We have never seen these teams in the playoffs. LeBron has never been to the playoffs with the Lakers, and Kawhi has never been to the playoffs um with the Clippers. Paul George is a professional choker in the playoffs.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
uh,
Agreed.
like,
Yes.
yes, he always loses.
Wait,
But
can you
now
say
with
that again?
Kawhi, which is the exact opposite of that, clutch ass player, let's see how that goes. But I do think that when it comes to just the two best players on each team, LeBron and Anthony Davis are the better duo and they play better together. So that's an advantage.
But yeah,
there.
but in the playoffs, your bench matters.
Like I told Richard. Yeah, like I told
Your bench
Richard
and your
this guy,
depth.
like, bro, the bench.
The Clippers are the
they're
best.
Deep. They're deep as hell, bro.
The Clippers are deep as hell,
They're
not the
deep as
Lakers.
hell.
The Lakers have
So,
Clippers
nobody.
overall are a completely better team. They
Hey,
have
Richard.
not only do they have a better player in Kawhi Leonard, but they got Paul George, someone who could guard AD and Montrezl Harrell. They
Bro,
got
Paul
Lou
George
Will,
can
the
guard
reigning sixth man of the year, and he isn't he like a contender for sixth man again?
Who?
And then
Yeah, he is. He's not winning it.
and then you have a bunch more of the pieces on the bench that when the second units come out for the Lakers and for the Clippers, it's completely one sided.
I don't know.
I feel like
Oh.
the Lakers.
The Lakers do have a
hardest
good
match-
bench though. Like everybody's saying that you're saying, oh, they have a good bench. Not better than the Clippers, but they have a good bench too.
The Lakers?
So I don't know, bro. And LeBron, the second best player all time, bro. So,
Thank you.
You know,
That's what I
like,
needed to hear. That's what I needed to
third,
hear.
third.
So listen.
He is the third
So
greatest
if
of
he
all time.
really is, if he like great, and he beats them, bro.
Hold on.
I
Stop.
actually-
Pause.
I think he could do it.
Who?
But I'm not really worried. The
Who
Lakers
said-
are a good team.
Who said LeBron was the third greatest player of all time? Who said that?
No, second.
Me.
I said second.
Me, I said third.
Who's number two?
Whatever.
Kobe. Are you kidding me? When did LeBron pass Kobe? When?
Yo, let's not get into this.
I'm about to beat this guy.
Nah,
Here,
yeah,
Yo,
do it.
Richard,
let me
Richard,
ask-
your
let me
camera
ask if you
first
guys
of
can
all.
agree with me.
Richard, your camera first of all.
Let me ask if you guys can agree with me. What?
I don't know what's happening with my camera.
His camera's on. I can see.
Yeah, I can't see him though. I don't want to have to. I don't know if like, cause I
Danny,
can't
it's like-
reload the page. Cause if
it's
I
like-
reload, it's gonna like
Danny.
nothing but to. Yeah.
All
Let me know if you agree with me. For the Lakers, their hardest matchup is gonna be the first round and the third round. Not the like. I feel like the second one is literally just if they make it to the second round, it's like a
Who would they
freebie.
play? Wait.
Either the Rockets or the Thunder.
Yeah.
Man, that's a 4-0 sweep. I'm sorry. Either of those teams. For maybe one day, and maybe one of those teams just take one game. The Lakers will
But
win.
I don't know. Like I said, the only worry I have for the Lakers is the Clippers. But even then, you
I
know,
have the Trailblazers being another
trust them,
worry
bro.
too.
No, but like,
Yeah. The Blazers can take them to 6 or 7.
no,
if
that's a
Dame
that's a
goes
topic for
crazy.
later.
If
The
not,
the biggest fuse of the contenders. That's a top one of the contenders. That's a topic for later. But the Lakers struggles, like in my opinion. If you look at LeBron, I'm looking at LeBron's stats right now since the bubble started. Against the Clippers, 6 for 19. Against the Raptors, 7 for 15. Utah, 9 for 16. Then he goes 7 for 19. Didn't play because of a groin injury that bothered him last year. Missed 30 games. 13 for 24. 9 for 21. 6 for 13. That one good game was against Sacramento, 6 for 13. Everything else was like below 40%, 45%, which is what he normally shoots for in his career. His career is 50%. 50%? 50% from the field goal. From 50% field goal percentage in his career. And he shot less than 45 in all those games except against the Kings. That's concerning. And also the inconsistency of Anthony Davis, who Anthony Davis has been constantly, 34 points one day, 2 for 11 the next day, 35 points the next day, 2 for 11 the next game.
but we're just talking about LeBron and AD.
Yeah, I know. I
Remember
heard you.
That it's very important how well Kuzma plays,
Yes.
how well Danny Green shoots,
Oh yeah, that's not happening. Keep
how
going.
well and how well their other shooters.
Danny Green had an 0 for 11 the other day, like I said. But that's only two people though.
But
When
yeah,
you go
that-
against
that-
people like the Portland Trailblazers who have depth at center, something that the Lakers don't have. They have depth now that Gary Trent Jr. is
What?
shooting 60% from three.
What? You heard that, bro? That the Lakers don't have depth.
Tell me who they have on their bench.
Bro, the Lakers have AD can play power 47. They have
Yeah, but
Dwight
he doesn't
Howard,
like things,
JaVale McGee, and then if they need him, which they probably won't, they have freaking Jared Dudley, who sucks, but he can shoot and play defense.
This man said Jared Dudley. Like Jared Dudley. He can use him as a backup. You got me fucked up.
Yeah,
Hold up, I'm gonna reload this page because like.
I mean,
Man, I don't think that man has gotten a single. I enjoyed that because
Yeah, but
fuck
dude,
Ben
There
Simmons
we
and,
go.
and Joel Embiid and everybody.
Yeah, but Daniel's off the booth, bro. Like, he literally said it. That the freaking he said the Lakers don't have a good center, bro.
They don't have
The
depth.
Lakers the
I'm talking about
what?
bench in
Dude,
general.
the
And tell
Lakers
me
were
who's
the
better
Lakers
than
were
Yusuf
a
Nurkic
top
and
two.
Hassan Whiteside? Come on. JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Washed Dwight Howard. Well, not washed, but he's not Orlando Magic Dwight Howard.
He's picked it up. He's picked it up.
He's not Orlando
He's
Magic
not
Dwight
the.
Howard, though.
Okay, but he does what
Obviously
he's
not.
supposed.
No one
He does what
said
he
Picked it
needs
up.
to do. He does what he needs to do. He's good. He's playing good. He's had a good season. So has JaVale McGee. Between AD, JaVale McGee, and Dwight Howard, bro.
I got a question for you.
Dude,
You guys are
they led
basketball
the league in
fans?
freaking blocks.
You guys are basketball fans? You guys are NBA fans? True NBA fans? Who started for point? When they played the Kings yesterday, who started at point guard?
Ooh, the
Wait,
Lakers?
say that again?
When the Lakers
Who, the
played the
Lakers?
Kings yesterday, who started at point guard?
Oh, I think it was down Wade. Oh.
Darren
Was it
Williams.
Wade? No, Wade.
Oh.
Was it? I saw Wade. I was
I
watching.
thought you said Darren Williams.
Darren
Wade was
Williams.
playing point guard.
No, bro. Taylor
I
Horton
saw
Tucker.
them.
Taylor Horton Tucker came out of Iowa last year. Second round pick, I think. Exactly. Y'all bitches don't know him. Y'all boys don't know him.
I've heard him.
He came out of Iowa last year. Did pretty good in college. I think he was a second round pick, if not fringe first. But their depth after their starting lineup, which is LeBron James, Caldwell Pope, Danny Green, Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee. That's the starters. Compare that to Damian, CJ, Melo, Collins, Nurkic. This is definitely better than that when you ask depth.
No, okay,
This
look,
is two top 5
look.
players in the league. That's better.
Listen. The Lakers obviously have the better player. They have the second best player, like out of the both matchups, arguably. But then everyone else on the Blazers is just better than
Than everyone
the
else on the
Lakers,
Lakers, including Kyle Kuzma. Yes, their depth after
Bro,
that.
but they're winning. They're winning because they have because of LeBron and AD. They're gonna win because of that. Because when it's just their benches, Portland's probably gonna be winning when the benches are out. But LeBron and AD, they can't beat that.
I could be
They can't
wrong,
beat that.
but actually, never mind. I think he's
Alex
on the roster.
Caruso.
What team is Ariza on?
I
Trevor
don't
Reed.
even know.
Portland Trailblazers. He's on the
Is
Trailblazers.
he
He's on
even
the
on?
Trailblazers, right?
He's on the Trailblazers.
No, he's not.
No, yes, but he opted out.
Oh, okay.
He's on. He got traded to the Trailblazers, but he opted out.
But listen to this.
What the fuck is this?
Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris, Dwight Howard, and Dion Waiters is your bench. Compared to the 8-man rotation that the Portland Trailblazers run, Anthony Simons, really good defensive point guard, can score if you want. Gary Trent Jr. shooting 64% from 3 in the bubble, and Hassan Whiteside, best defensive center in the league. Fuck Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
All right, but keep in mind. Okay,
No.
keep in mind.
No, he's
You're
not.
saying
No, he's
all of
not.
The
this.
best.
You're saying all of this, but when the NBA season ended, where was Portland seeded? Like 10 or 11, right? Why weren't they higher? Why weren't they a playoff team?
Because they started off bad.
If they have an amazing 8-man, that's what I'm
started off
saying, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
You see?
Is that also you gotta think?
He's got
all
a
that
point.
matters. All
Yeah,
that matters
they
is
were
what
good.
they're, what they're
they
doing
have-
now. You can't
Exactly.
think about the past because maybe their chemistry got better. Maybe their succession has progressed.
Yeah, they're playing good in the
You
bubble.
think
They're
Damian
playing
Lillard's
good in the
gonna lose
bubble,
like
but-
that? You think Damian Lillard's a bitch? He's gonna lose like that? I don't think so. Damian Lillard is not gonna
He
lose like
won't
that. You
lose
know
like
for a fact
that.
he's not gonna miss the playoffs again.
He won't lose like that, but he will lose.
He's like, bro, the
No, yeah,
Grizzlies
he
a bunch
will
of
lose in the
bums.
first round, but
The 9th seed, who was the 9th seed at the time? The New Orleans Pelicans, a bunch of bums. And the Pelicans are like, you know what? Let me get the Trailblazers in this boy, because I'm not gonna play Zion.
bro, look. But I said this, like I agree with this. And I doubt it's gonna happen. But if it does, I think if Portland somehow, I doubt it will happen. If they do beat the Lakers, I think they're gonna make it to the finals.
I think no, that's what I was saying.
That's no.
I think
Yo.
they'll make it to the finals.
Wait,
I think
hold
they'll
on, hold
beat
on.
the Clippers. I
Hold
think
on,
they'll beat
wait
the
a
Clippers.
Wait a second. Lewis, wait a second. In the words of the great Stephen A. Smith, stay off the weed.
Nah,
Off
yeah.
the weed.
Wait, yeah,
so
that
stupid.
literally, bro, it's a
What?
hot take. but because I doubt they're gonna beat the Lakers. But
Hey,
I'm
you
saying
said you said
if
what
they
kind of
do,
What?
Lakers?
bro,
No, they
if you
will beat the
beat the
Lakers.
one seed, yo, I think. Oh yeah, I think it was 2004. The 2004 Pistons. The 2004 Pistons were the last team to win the championship as an 8 seed, and they beat the first seed.
Those were the bad boy Pistons. Though. That was
So
like Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton. Those people.
dude,
That's a good team.
But
dude,
you're
I
going up
think
against
if they
LeBron
beat
and
the
Anthony
first,
Davis.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna win the first round. But I'm saying if they do, they're gonna make it to
Okay,
the
but then
final.
they have to go through Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
All right, but they already went to
You
the
really
And
LeBron
look,
and
look,
AD.
you
look,
really
They already
think
went to the
that
LeBron
David
and
Lillard
AD.
can beat Kawhi and Paul George?
Dude, the
look,
Clippers are
look,
just
look.
gonna walk
The
past that
thing,
boy. They're gonna walk past that boy. Be like, dude, I'll start my bench if I have to. I'm still getting to the finals. Nobody is gonna beat the Clippers. Nobody. Nobody has the depth. Nobody has the offense. Nobody has the defense. And Harden, you can say they
Bro,
have the offense, but
all
he
they
chokes in the playoffs. The
bro,
deeper you
What the
go, the worse he
Clippers
gets.
bro.
would do to the
But the Clippers
to
have a lot of
the
players,
Trailblazers would be
but they don't
abuse.
play as good as they don't play as good as other
all they gotta
teams.
hope for is injuries at that point. Like the Trailblazers, they would have to hope for injuries.
And LeBron has a
For
bad
real.
groin because he missed the game with a groin injury. And Anthony Davis gets injured left and right.
Bro,
Like, dude,
Hold
dude,
up,
you don't know
hold
if
up.
that's serious or not, bro. Most of the
Wait,
times when it
hold
says
up.
players are
Wait a minute.
missing games because of this or because
Wait
of
a
that,
minute.
it's
Wait a
it's like
minute.
a minor injury, bro. It's not
Wait a
like
minute.
go Richard, you go, and then
You're
I'm gonna
not
say
waiting
my
a
part.
minute. We're okay. Last season, the very last season, the Trailblazers made it to the Western Conference, right? The Western Conference Finals,
Against the
right?
Warriors, and made it to 6 games.
And
Yes.
they still lost with Kevin Durant injured.
Klay
And it
Thompson,
was
game 6.
Curry
That's
and
the
David
best player of
Lillard
all time.
matched up.
Game 6, Klay Thompson's the
Calm
best player of
down.
all time.
So how are the Trailblazers going to be Lou Will, Paul George, Kawhi, Montrezl Harrell, whoever else is on the team, right? When he couldn't even beat a Durant-less Warriors.
He rotates his fingers.
dude. I hope you know the
You're,
Warriors were an amazing team.
dude,
I hope you know
dude.
that, bro.
yes,
They
and so are
Damian
the Clippers.
Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers took the Warriors to 6 games, and game 6, Klay Thompson is undefeated. You can't beat that guy. The only reason why
Yo,
he
but
lost,
I'm
the only reason why
I
they didn't
mean,
go to game 7 in the
Danny.
finals is because Klay Thompson tore his ACL. That's why. Game 6,
oh
Klay
yeah,
Thompson
yeah,
is
yeah.
undefeated.
No,
Check it.
yes, no, for sure. Toronto won the championship because of injuries. That's everybody knows that. Like,
Look,
I mean, they
Wait,
did play
wait,
good,
wait, wait,
but
wait, wait. Wait a minute. They didn't take them to 6. The Trailblazers got swept.
oh yeah, they got
4-0
swept.
Really?
swept.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I knew something was wrong, but they got swept. So
As a
if
Warriors
it's
fan, I really
possible,
forgot that.
if some universe was possible, the
Okay,
Clippers
but
will beat them in
dude,
2.
As a Warriors fan, that's my
but
fault.
dude, yo, remember that Warriors team is one of the best teams of all time, bro.
Look,
Best teams of
But
all
they
time.
but
no,
they
that's a
didn't have
73 and 9
But
Durant.
team.
listen, I keep to my argument that remember these are all brand new teams. They're brand new teams, including the Lakers. A lot of these teams are including the Rockets. The Rockets are brand new. Um, you get me? So we don't know how they're gonna perform in the playoffs. We don't know how Harden's gonna perform with Russ in the playoffs. We don't know how Kawhi. We know how Kawhi does, how he did when he had his own team. But now he's playing with Paul George, because Paul George could have a three at the end to tie the game and choke. You get me? So you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen, and you
but
don't know what's gonna
that
happen with the
wouldn't
Lakers
happen.
either. For example, somebody that's why if you're a fan of the Clippers, I put my trust in Kawhi because Kawhi is a proven winner
Oh no, yeah,
in the
of course.
playoffs. He's a
Of
proven
course.
winner,
He's
and
clutch as
LeBron
hell.
has won a lot in the playoffs. He's won in the playoffs,
3 and
and
6
he
in the
makes it
finals.
to the finals
Finals.
almost every year. So if I'm a Lakers fan, I put my trust in LeBron. If I'm a Clippers fan, I put my trust in Kawhi. But as a team as a whole, you don't know how they're gonna perform. You don't know, because last year the Clippers went crazy. The Clippers took the Golden State to 6 seed, but they didn't really have a leader. They were just like a Heat type team. That you get me? They were all just like there wasn't one big star. It was just the whole team defending. You get me? like good defense all around, good offense.
Yo, Richard and I
Because
are
of the
thinking the same
defense.
thing right now. The team, the star of the team is Jimmy Butler. He's the star of the team. He's the best player on that team.
Yeah, but there's no
The
superstar.
Clippers,
Like it's not like
the
like
Clippers
Giannis.
last year were
Like
the 8th seed.
Personally,
And
I consider Jimmy Butler a superstar.
okay, chill
First,
nah,
out,
bro.
chill out.
Because he
No. I
not
told
only
him no. I
is he
told him no.
guarding the
Cause
best defender on the team, but he is
dude,
scoring, maybe not efficiently, but he's scoring up there with some
he's
of
a
the best. If
star.
you
He's a star,
at the
and he's
beginning
been
of the
close to
season,
superstar. He's a star.
at the
He's been
beginning of the
close to
season,
superstar
he
level, bro.
was in the MVP talks because that's how good he was playing.
Stay
He was
off
playing
the
better than Joel Embiid.
weed.
Hey, listen. Stay off the weed if you don't think Jimmy Butler is a superstar.
He's
All right?
not.
Dude,
You know what?
he's
You know the
not,
difference
bro.
between a star and a
Like he's an
superstar?
amazing player. He's an amazing player. He's an
I
amazing
do.
player.
The
But dude,
difference between a superstar and a
in the
star is
NBA,
Joel Embiid a star and Jimmy Butler is a superstar. All right?
first of all, he's never had any. He never had any, like success championship wise, and then on top of that, but like that don't really
Neither
think
has
that
Think
makes
Jimmy
a
about it
Butler,
this way:
but
superstar
Jimmy
because it
Butler's
doesn't
never
matter
made
about
it, never
superstar.
made it out of the second
Yeah,
round.
he is a superstar. He's a superstar because he's already. First of all, he's already won MVP, right? Anyone that's an MVP can be considered a superstar.
Exactly. No,
And
actually no.
that man averages 30
No.
points every year, bro. Like Jimmy Butler is just missing, like offensively, like that. If he was a little bit better offensively, you could consider him a superstar.
Okay, let me ask you this. When he's playing up against some of the best teams in the NBA, right? When you
Dude,
look
we're not
at,
saying he's
hold
not
up,
a star. Like he's a good
I
player.
know,
Like people
I know,
respect
I
him.
know, I know, I know. But
But it's not
when he's
it's
playing
okay.
up
But
against
when you
some of the
say
best players in the NBA, and you look at the players on the court, do you look at Jimmy Butler and be like, he's like equal to the other players on the court? Maybe not like equal like
no,
Kawhi, but
he's
he's
obviously
definitely
bro.
like
He's
Look,
obviously a
listen,
star,
listen,
just
listen.
like
I'm gonna
Kawhi.
drop some facts on you. I'm gonna drop
really
some
good.
facts on you. Look at Alvaro. Look, I'm gonna drop some facts on you, right? The difference between a star and a superstar is how you play throughout the whole season. I'm not talking regular season. I'm talking whole season. You're a star if you perform at an MVP level in the season, in the regular season, and you can't do shit in the playoffs. James Harden is a
It's not
superstar.
that,
James
bro.
Harden, in my opinion, is a star. But he
It's
made
not
it past
that,
the
bro.
second round.
Listen, a
He made
star,
it. No,
a star
hold
is
on. He made it past the second round, so you can say he's a superstar. Yeah. Joel Embiid, he's not a superstar. He's a star. Nikola Jokic, not a superstar. He's
Yeah.
a star. Damian Lillard is a superstar
Yes,
because he took his
Oh
team
yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
to the conference finals. Jimmy Butler has never made it out
That's
of
what
the
I'm
the
saying.
second round. Never.
That's what, no, but
Time out. Coach, we got time out.
no. The Bulls.
Was
He
he
took the
not
Bulls
the
in the
best
playoffs.
player on the 76ers last year?
No.
No.
No,
I'm
he
out.
wasn't. It was
Fair,
Joel
fair.
Embiid.
I'm out.
Joel Embiid was
Nah,
in the MVP
Joel Embiid
race.
was
Tell
Joel
me the
Embiid.
audacity. He looked me in the eye and he's like, no.
Nah, Joel Embiid was Joel
Joel
Embiid.
Embiid was in the MVP race.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna have
Go,
Nah,
Alvaro, go.
he
Let
was
Alvaro
the
speak. Let
go-to
Alvaro
guy.
speak.
Go
Listen.
listen to Alvaro,
Overall, Jimmy Butler was the leader. Jimmy Butler is a better player than Joel Embiid, but it was Joel Embiid's team making him the main. You know what I'm saying? Like because he went to his team.
Yeah.
The star.
Jimmy Butler. Right now, Jimmy Butler is a better player than Embiid. He's playing better. He's doing better things. He's
Oh yeah. But Embiid gets injured every 5 seconds. If he didn't get injured, he would be the best center in the NBA.
Exactly. DeMarcus Cousins was.
Last year, Joel Embiid could have easily been the best player on the team. It's that Joel Embiid is still young. He's still learning. You know what I mean?
And no,
Jimmy
and
Butler
bro,
is experienced.
and he
He's a
freaking
veteran.
gets injured every 5 seconds, bro.
Yeah, he gets
But
injured.
no, but like, listen, this is what I'm saying. Okay, a star
If
is
I
a
was
good,
that
like
one,
a star could be a leader in a team and this and that. But a superstar is a type of guy like James Harden. You see James Harden on the court and you're like, bro, you get me? Like, you get scared, bro. Like, he can make the difference between that team winning that game or not, whether
You get
he's on the
scared
court
with
or
the
not.
refs.
But
When you're playing James
Jimmy Butler could not be on the lineup of the Heat, and the Heat will still win the game.
Yo, when you play
Yeah, that's
James
what I'm saying.
Harden,
He
you have to
the
pay
thing
the
with Jimmy
refs more
Butler,
than
the
he
thing
does.
with Jimmy Butler, Jimmy
You
Butler
hear me?
can close out a
Giannis
game.
can lead the court, and the Bucks would literally lose. They'll literally lose the game.
Look. Jimmy Butler can close out a game better than most people in the NBA.
He's
He's
clutch as
Yeah,
fuck.
clutch.
no,
No one's saying he's not clutch.
yes.
But what we're saying is
But
he's
yeah, but
not
he's
the
not
type
gonna
of
hit a
guy to
step
go
back
out. He's
three
not
in
the
your
type of guy
face
to
to win the
go out and
game.
score
You
like
get me?
40, 50 points.
Yes, he can't do it. That's what I'm saying. If offensively he was good, if he made threes like Harden or some shit like that, for sure. But he's he's
Jimmy Butler's a team
a
player.
taller. Yes, for sure, and he's an all-star. He's an amazing player, but he's not a superstar. He's not a. I love Jimmy Butler, but he's not a superstar. He was closer to being a superstar in in the Bulls, because in the Bulls he was a little bit better offensively.
Yeah, but it
But
wasn't his team.
you
It
know,
wasn't his team. It was Derrick Rose. It wasn't his team until he left
yeah, it
and
wasn't,
Wade
but
was there.
still,
They didn't make the playoffs, and then he left. You know, he had to. He didn't want to be.
but still,
The coach was the bad.
he's
The
not a star.
organization in general was horrible.
He's the leader of the Heat for
But the
sure,
difference
but he's
between
not
a
a star,
star and a
a
superstar
superstar.
is your performance throughout the whole year, not just regular season, not just playoffs, the whole year. If you make it past the second
I
round,
know.
you're a superstar because you take it.
Okay,
You
all
can do
right,
good
all
in
right,
in
all
the
right,
hard
fine,
times.
fine. If the Heat make it out the first round, and they beat the Bucks, would you consider Jimmy Butler a
Yes.
superstar?
A
If he
superstar,
plays in it,
yes.
it
All right.
depends on it depends
If
what part he plays in it though. It depends what part if he guards I don't know the best opposing player at his position like on the other
No.
team.
Oh,
Like if he
well,
guards
he'll
Chris
be guarding
Middleton or some
Chris
shit.
Middleton. He'll be guarding Chris Middleton.
Yeah, if he guards Chris Middleton and he locks him up and he only scores like 5 points,
look, he would
then
have
that
to he would
No, I
have
don't think
to
5 points, but
he
he'll
would have to
definitely
take his
like
team
restrict
past
him.
the Bucks, and say they play the Celtics, and even if they don't beat the Celtics, put up a decent effort and don't get like destroyed, then you can consider him a superstar.
He has to be the best
yeah,
player. He has to be the best player consistently throughout the. He has to be the clutchest. He
Yeah,
has to
he
be the
can't.
best player throughout the whole series. If he can beat the Bucks
He
and
has
he's
to.
dropping like
He has
25
to
a
be
game, and
the
you see
player
that he's
they go to.
effective on the court, he's the best player on the court, then yeah, he's a superstar. Because you beat Giannis, you beat the MVP the 2 times in a row. You beat the MVP 2 straight years. You beat Giannis, who's the face of the league now. You get me? You beat Giannis. You beat the Bucks. You beat the first seed. You beat the best team. And then if you beat
Well,
the
but
second
on
round,
the
if you
Heat
make it to the
is
second
a
round, you
bit
beat that
different
team.
on the Heat. It's a bit different on the Heat because on the Heat you have a lot of clutch players. You got Dragic, who's pretty clutch. Tyler Hero, who has proven to be fucking clutch. Those like
like he
four
having
threes he hit on the Bulls, a one that he hit on the 76ers. Jimmy Butler, although
not
he's not
even
as clutch this season as he was last season, he still makes some big plays at the end of the game.
yeah, not even
So
being
on this
biased,
team,
but
it's
like he
not
have an
just like, oh,
amazing
he's
bench.
gonna be the most clutch. Like he do have an amazing bench, but
Yo,
I don't think
yo,
Jimmy
my
Butler is always at every single moment is gonna be the best player on the court. But he will
yo,
definitely
Danny,
you could definitely
yo,
like see he will be the best player.
yo, Danny.
What?
My boy, he's watching the live stream, and he texted me. He's like, "Bruh, I would literally flame that kid, Danny."
Wait, is that who
Bruh.
called me?
All right, look. So, we're
Lewis,
talking a
they
lot
want
about
you
the
to take
Heat.
your shirt off.
Look, Danny,
Oh, really?
we're talking a lot
Yeah.
about the Heat and everything,
Yeah.
and we were talking about the Lakers and the Blazers. So the next
That's
For
topic
real,
is
why
insane.
do we get
That's
Melo's
insane. So
Melo's
let's go to the
scoring
next
record.
topic then. Let's go to the next topic then.
Yeah.
Just
Melo's
recently, I think it
scoring
was
record.
like 2 games ago, if I'm not mistaken, a game or two ago. Carmelo Anthony passed Paul
Who did he
Pierce.
pass?
He passed Paul Pierce for 15th all time in the scoring list.
Paul
Now
Pierce.
he's only
Yeah,
59
I
points
just
Fuck
think
away.
Paul
that
Pierce.
there's one statement to sum up like his scoring record that he passed. What is he? Is he top 10 already?
15.
Is he top 10 already?
He's 15.
Look at that. That just proves to you, bro. He still belongs in the NBA, bro. He
He
still
has
belongs in the
59
NBA.
He's 59 points away, potentially 2
And it's
games away from Tim Duncan, but arguably the best power forward of all time. Who disagrees with that? What are you gonna say, Kevin Garnett, Celtics fan?
No, I like that.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Tim Duncan is the best power forward of all time.
I
Oh yeah,
predict.
for sure.
I predict that he can get top 10. He's only 900.
Top 10?
He's 972 points away from number 9.
Not this season, but next season.
No, he can probably play like 3 more seasons and make it. He's only
Yeah.
972 points away. That's 2 or 3 seasons,
How old
averaging
is he?
15 points a game.
Yeah, but that just, bro. Yeah, but the simple statement for that, bro, is that just proves to you, bro. Like he still belongs in the NBA. That and
Exactly.
his performance
And
in
he's
the bubble,
clutch.
bro. He's had like 5. He's had 4 20-point games already
He's
in the
helped the
bubble.
Blazers. He's helped the Blazers get
You know?
them to where they are now. That's what's up.
Oh,
They,
for
they
sure. Yeah,
signed
he's been.
Melo and he's
He
going
got
off, and so are they. They needed Melo.
whenever, because the thing about Melo is whenever this kid, whenever CJ doesn't play good, Melo is a second option. Like scoring wise, when Dane dropped 61, Melo dropped 25 to
Yeah, and
finish
CJ goes
murdering the
off
other
like
team.
CJ goes off when everyone else is off. You get me?
He's bipolar, bro. He's been
Exactly, but CJ's still
yeah. But
clutch.
I've
But
noticed that.
CJ
I've
right
noticed
now
that.
he has
But I've
a
noticed that
back injury.
CJ scores like he goes off whenever Damian Lillard is missing everything.
No, but
I've noticed
Richard,
that. I don't know
like
why,
Richard just said,
but
CJ has a fractured back. He's been playing with a fractured back for the past like 2 days, 2 games.
well, that
And you could
sucks.
tell in this game, like I think he was shooting something like 2 or some shit for like 17. I don't know, something really bad like that. And you could tell like the back injury is really messing up his game.
Exactly.
Damn,
Now we go to the
that
next
sucks.
topic. Congratulations, Melo, by the way. Now we go to the next topic. You guys actually put this one up. Is Damian Lillard better than Steph Curry?
Hell no.
Good.
Or
No,
let me not say it like that, but no, he's
no.
not.
Good.
Mm-mm.
Good. Good.
Who thinks
I-
he is?
No, you guys
I
are the
think
ones
Does
that
he
are
is,
low.
Alvaro?
You
Yo,
should put that.
wait, does Alvaro think he is?
No, I hope not. I don't know where Alvaro is right now. I think he's like, cause he said he would like, he had to do something later on, so he's probably out now. But
I think his camera's frozen right
yeah,
now.
I think his camera's frozen. But what's it called?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope not.
Oh,
Yeah, he's out.
that's fine.
He said that he had to do something with his mom and like with college and stuff, so he'll come back later if he can, if the episode isn't over by then. So it's just us 3 for now. But I hope he agrees because he has some dumb takes. Like throughout the year,
I think he'll
dumb.
agree, bro. But I'm sorry, bro. Like, compare everything about them. Everything about them. The 2 things that maybe Damian Lillard has over Steph Curry is clutchness by a little bit. Clutchness
Okay, all right. Good thing you said by a little bit.
and what else? Oh
Be
yeah,
careful with your
and
next
slashing
words.
ability. And slashing ability.
Yeah,
Like
he's a lot
that's
better
it.
Steph.
That's the only thing that he has over Steph Curry. Steph
Damian
Curry has
Lillard, Damian
everything.
Lillard is more
Everything over him.
athletic.
Accomplishments.
I mean,
Shooting. He's a
accolades.
way better shooter. Best shooter of all time. Dribbling. He dribbles better. He's a better passer. He's a like at everything, bro.
In
He's
my
just better,
opinion,
and he makes his and he has they don't get me wrong, they both equally have a huge impact on their team. Like both of them, when they leave, their team sucks. But Steph Curry has like look at the Warriors without Steph Curry, bro. Look at where they are
they
without
had
Steph
D'Lo,
Curry.
but D'Lo doesn't fit that system. And also,
Wait,
Curry is the team.
they're
Curry
also
is the
without
Warriors.
Clay.
Clay can't
They're
do
also
it by
without
himself.
Clay, but
KD couldn't do it by
even if it was
himself.
just Clay, they wouldn't.
Steph Curry's always the last one standing. That's his team. Always has been. You could just say that Klay
I think
Thompson was
Steph
a
Curry,
superstar because you look at Game
he's
6.
a better player, bro. He's a better player. And people like underestimate his passing ability, but Steph Curry has he's a good passer, and
Yeah, the good
he
guy.
has a huge impact on his team. So yeah, like
Yo,
when you
Alvaro.
compare them, bro, the only
Hello?
thing they have
Alvaro,
is that, bro.
do you think Damian Lillard is better than Steph Curry?
Bro, my phone died, my bad. Damian Lillard is better than Steph. No.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
You're smart,
Good.
bro.
Okay, I was
You're
about to pull
smart.
off Stephen A. I was about to pull him off.
You're smart, bro.
Yo, I was just what's it called? When my phone died, I was talking to my
Mhm.
friends right now, and they were watching the stream, and they say that all you guys look so beautiful right now.
Yeah, that's not true. I'm looking at the chats right now. That's not true.
Yo, Lewis, no,
No, stop.
I know you see me. I know you see me, bro. Look with my little fisherman's hat, bro. Look, what does it say? What does it say, bro? I love fish. I don't even know what it says. Wait, let me see. It says, "Shut up and fish."
You're about to
Look at
get
that.
so flamed in the comments. So
Dude, I'm
flamed.
looking at the comments right now. It's been happening. No, but
Bro.
I
Look
think
at me. I don't
Yo,
care,
show
bro.
me your hit. Show me your hit.
I'm I'm a connoisseur of basketball, bro. Like, I know everything, bro. And I don't even have TNT or Fox Sun
Richard,
Sports, so I
Richard,
can't
you're
even
looking
watch
at the
the Heat
comments
game.
too. You're looking at the comments too.
I can't read the comments, bro.
It's on Twitch. It's on
I
Twitch.
feel like,
It's on
bro.
Twitch.
I wish I could read the comments, dude.
No, you don't. But what's it called?
No.
I feel like, in my
Was that
personal
the last?
opinion, Steph Curry is the number 2 point guard of all time.
Yeah, there's no. I don't think he could pass
Magic Johnson, he can't pass Magic Johnson, but he's the number 2 point guard
There's
of all
no
time.
way. He's not having.
Wait, who?
But
Oh,
second
Lewis
is still really impressive.
Lewis will be right back. By the way, he went to see the comments.
He's about to not join again.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
But back to the Dame versus Curry thing. I think in like 10 matchups of Curry and Dame, Curry has won every single matchup.
Okay,
Just
no,
10 straight.
there has to be.
Yes.
No. I'm gonna
No.
check that out right now. I'm gonna fact check it
No,
right now.
I'm not talking about regular season. I mean like playoffs.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that right now. I'm gonna fact check you right now. Cause I don't know. I
I'ma
feel
fact
like
check you.
I don't think it's all of them. I think that Dame's taken some of them. Taken some of them. Steph Curry is.
I don't know.
entered the league
I don't
3
know
years-
what to
okay,
set
so
this up.
Steph Curry has 3 chips. Damian Lillard has 0. 3 less years, obviously. Damian Lillard's been in 6 playoffs.
Yeah, but
Steph
he's
Curry's
not
been
gonna
in
win
7.
3 in a row.
Damian Lillard's been in 5 All-Star games. Steph Curry's been in 6. Okay. MVP, Curry 2. All NBA first team, Curry. No, all NBA teams, Curry has 6. Damian Lillard has 4. Scoring leaders, Damian Lillard has 0. Curry has 1. Steals leaders, Steph Curry has 1. Damian Lillard has 0. Rookie of the
I
year,
think Curry
Damian
is an
Lillard.
underrated defender.
No. And then if you look at points per game, Damian Lillard is a better scorer. Better rebounder goes to Curry. Better passer goes to Curry. Better steals goes to Curry. Better blocks goes to Dame. But yeah, the field goal percentage Curry, 3-point percentage Curry by a large margin. Free throw percentage Curry. Points per game like the highest Curry. Curry's a better player. But if you look at game to game, I think Dame's taking some of them.
Nah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
But moving on to the next topic, while you look at that, the bubble awards. So I have a list here of the awards that they're giving out. They're giving out a lot of them. There's the most improved player. There's MVP. There's coach of the year, coach of the bubble, rookie of the bubble, comeback player of the bubble, sixth man of the bubble, best play in the bubble, most improved player of the bubble, defensive player of the bubble, and all bubble team. I think there's 2, but I only have 1.
All right, before we get into that, I just looked. It was just a quick Google search. In the regular season, Dame and Curry have matched up against each other 20 times. In those 20 times, Curry has won 14 and Dame 6. In the playoffs, they've matched up 10 times and Curry has won every single one. Now you could argue that Curry has the better team, but I'll argue that Curry has just simply played better than Dame.
Bro, they started a hashtag Free Lewis. I feel so bad. Oh my god.
He's about to become number 1 trending.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
He didn't get removed. He just left. I think he went to go comments and then he started crying.
Yeah, but he should be back. So for the bubble award,
And they said I was emotional. Lewis just completely left.
All right, go. Name the bubble awards, and we'll
Yeah,
say
the
the
bubble
answer
awards, I got
quickly.
them.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm giving you my opinions. Most improved, oh my god. Most valuable player, Devin Booker. Coach of the
Wrong.
bubble,
But keep going.
coach of the bubble, Monty Williams, coach of the Suns. For those who don't know. Rookie of the bubble, Michael Porter Jr. Obviously. It's between Michael Porter Jr. and Bol Bol, but Michael Porter Jr.'s done more. Comeback player of the
Nah, I don't
bubble,
think Bobo.
Yusuf Nurkic. Sixth man of the bubble, Gary Trent Jr. Best play
Okay.
of the bubble was Booker's
Oh, I forgot
game
to
winner
say something.
on the Clippers. Most improved of the bubble, TJ Warren. Defensive player of the bubble was a tough one because I took my sources. Like I looked at Bleacher Report to kind of get an idea. They said Marc Gasol. I don't think it's Marc Gasol. I think it's more. I think it's more Giannis. But I mean, oh my god. But I mean, okay. Yo, they started a hashtag for you in the comments.
I don't care, dude.
They said Free Lewis.
Um, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no,
Defensive player, I don't know. The defensive player of the year, I don't know who. Like
no,
for the whole
defensive player of the
NBA, but I
bubble,
don't know for the
the
top.
bubble. Oh, and all bubble team. The first one, I only have one. Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, T.J. Warren, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Yusuf Nurkic.
Hmm.
You like that?
Wait, who did you say
Sorry.
defensive player of the year was?
Defensive player of the bubble, Giannis, because Marc Gasol, no way in hell, that guy cannot move.
I look. I agree with literally everything that you said, except with the MVP and the coach of the year. Because if you're gonna give it, you can't give both of them to the Suns. I don't think.
They
I
went
think
8-0.
that they're gonna give. Look. I want to give the MVP award to Devin Booker. I want to. They're gonna give it to Damian Lillard, and they're gonna give the coach of the bubble to Monty Williams or whatever the fuck his name is.
The
Yeah.
disrespect.
I wouldn't give it to. I would give the coach of the year award to
Because
Monty Williams, and then I'd
I
give it.
highly doubt that they would give Devin Booker the MVP and his coach, the coach of the bubble.
Why not? They've done it
Dude,
before.
I
They
wouldn't.
called LeBron.
Like
They
I
did
said,
Tyronn Lue.
Devin Booker killed it. But I think more impressive is the coach, bro. You freaking coach your team to getting 8-0, bro. And Damian Lillard played better than Devin Booker.
And they started
So,
the season really good. The
like,
regular season, they started really well.
yeah, people were talking about the Suns joke and the Suns make the playoffs.
If the Suns made the playoffs
They won't.
and the Trailblazers didn't, I would have Devin Booker.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
That's why
because
I
they
want
made it,
I'm unbiased. Like I'm not a
Made
fan
it.
of any of those teams, but just like which one of those teams has a star that has something to accomplish, like a superstar. Damian Lillard, you get me? They have us, but Devin Booker's still young. He'll have years to miss the playoffs and to do all that crap. But Damian Lillard, this is his time now to go for it. So I'm rooting for him. You get me? Like I'm biased. I'm just rooting for him because of that, bro. Like.
Yo, your cameras.
And he deserves to, bro. That's crazy, bro. Dropping 60, 50 something, and then 61. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy.
didn't that time his career, huh?
Yeah, it did. Bro, but I want somebody to drop 70 already, bro.
Dude,
Like,
you remember the
Harden,
I don't think
bro.
it's gonna
Harden could have dropped 70 so many times, bro. Sorry, so many times, dude.
once?
You know how many times that he sat out the fourth quarter, bro, with like 55 points?
Try
Like
once.
50, almost 60 points he would sit out.
Try once in his career and not at all in the bubble? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Who?
Stay off the weed. Crazy. Look at James Harden dropping 70 points. Get out of here. The guy's career
No.
61.
He can't. But he could have, like, what happens is his coach likes to sit him out for either most of the fourth quarter or a lot of the or all of the fourth quarter. So if he would play 40 something minutes, yeah, he would drop 7.
Yeah, the reason why they bench him in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter
but
is
why would you play
they
James
play
Harden
him
40
the whole
minutes?
3 quarters. The first 3 quarters, they play the whole thing. And usually it's against teams that don't even need it.
My biggest thing is let's see what James Harden does in the playoffs, bro, because he always chokes.
Bro, I mean, if you look at their matchup, it's the Thunder, and the Thunder are a good team. They're good. They have good defense. Lou Dort locked up LeBron. I mean, if you can lock up LeBron, you can
Dude, but yeah, Thunder has just had so many surprises this season. I would not be surprised if they took the Rockets to like 6, 7 games. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't
If
either.
they
I
did
wouldn't
that.
be surprised if they win either.
The Thunder?
Because remember,
So they're
Russell
just
Westbrook.
like full of surprises.
Russell Westbrook is out for the start of the playoffs. I think the first 3 games, he's out, and he could be out longer. So that's one, and you're running a
You
smaller
also gotta
lineup that
remember
doesn't work for that well.
we still haven't seen playoff LeBron on the
That's not
Get the
Lakers.
yet.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, we haven't. That's what I was saying.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that it doesn't matter how LeBron and AD are playing right now, because in the playoffs it's a completely different story.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely
Same thing
different.
for the Clippers. Same thing for the Clippers. Same thing for all these teams that are new. That applies to all of them. The only teams you can really say something, are teams that are already established, which is not a lot because like maybe the Jazz,
Yo, Alvaro,
because the
push your
Jazz have
camera.
relatively the same like team, but you
Uh,
All
can't say
right.
that.
In the chat, they're asking, is Lewis joining the Clippers?
Ah,
Lewis, are you
man.
joining the Clippers?
Dude,
Hell no, dude.
let's not do
I
that to him.
prefer,
Let's not do that to him.
dude. If I
you don't
if I could
prefer
choose,
an Eastern championship?
if I could choose, bro, the Heat, dude, I'll bring a championship to Miami, bro, for sure.
Are you
Yeah,
signing a max with the Heat?
I don't know. See, dude. Let's see. I've been bargaining with them, bro. See what they give me, bro. But
Hold up.
we gotta see, bro. We gotta see.
I'm asking you a question.
We gotta see.
In a
Cause
one
they,
v
they, they
one,
keep on they keep on telling me, oh, we're saving it for Bam, we're saving it for Bam. But I tell them, dude, I will dunk on Bam. Like, stop talking crap, bro. I'm better than him. I can shoot.
dude,
all
mid
right,
range is
Lewis. Hold
useless.
up.
We
I want
talked
to ask
about it
you a
earlier.
question.
Mid range is useless.
Hold up, Lewis. Let me ask you a question real quick, because you're making some big, saying some big stuff here. In a one v
Mm.
one,
2.5.
right? Could you be in a 1v1 June flight?
Yes,
That's
yes.
a tough one,
Anyone
bro.
can. Anyone can. You can.
You're
That's a
wrong.
tough one, bro. He's
Stay
impressive, bro. He's got that.
on
He's
the
got that one
weed.
move. He just got that one move, bro, where he looks like he's gonna break his own ankles when he dribbles, bro. That like, bro, it just tricks me, dude. It hypnotizes me, dude.
Wow, appreciate
You get, but if I could deal with that, I think I could beat him. I think I could beat him.
You think? I know I can. Dude,
He's got the
that
height
dude.
advantage, but
Isn't he like
he's
the same height as you?
no,
He
he's a
can
little bit
dunk.
taller than me. He's a little. He could back in the day, not now. Cause he actually, I don't know if this is true, but people were telling me that Flight actually used to be good at basketball before he started like smoking and like eating crap. Like he actually used to be good like a long time.
Yeah, he probably got injured.
I don't know if that's true though.
He probably
To
got
be
But I
injured.
probably
fair,
got injured or
I
something.
doubt it. I doubt it, because you don't become that much garbage. But he probably got injured, if that were the case. But you don't become that much garbage being good.
he was really good. He just didn't have the camera.
You,
Yeah.
But anyways, getting into the
Yo,
last topic.
bro?
Yeah.
Which one?
Getting into the last topic. NBA contenders' worst fears. Now I have 3 contenders in the
Injury.
East and 3 in the West. One of them I don't agree with, but whatever. The Lakers. I'm gonna start with the West.
Wait, worst fears could be like it could be another team or it could
Yeah,
be like
it is.
like
It is another
injuries.
team.
Like for example, for the Warriors and for Cleveland in 2015 and for the Rockets in 2018, injuries. You get me?
No,
That's the
it
biggest fear.
could be
Or
that.
for the
Yeah,
Clippers,
it could be
and for
teams
the
or like.
Clippers back in the day, 2015.
Yeah, it could be teams or internal affairs. Yeah, it could be any of those.
Huh. I think the biggest fear for any team that's in the playoff, not just contenders, is injuries. Because if your best player gets injured, like the 76ers with Ben Simmons injured,
They have no
he's
hope.
gone for the rest of the playoffs. And that takes that's a lot of damage to the 76ers.
They have no
So that
hope.
just drops your chances of
Oh, the 76ers,
succeeding in the
dude. The
playoffs even more.
76ers are freaking boiled rotten tomatoes, bro. They suck. The 76ers on paper should be amazing, but they suck.
They're
They have
dysfunctional.
underperformed.
I thought they were going to be really good because their
They
starting
suck,
five
dude.
looked amazing. Ben Simmons,
Oh no, no,
Jay
that's what I'm
Rich,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Tobias Harris, Al Horford, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Al Horford.
On
Go
paper
ahead,
they
man.
should be contending with the Clippers. They should be on the same level as the Clippers, but they suck. That just shows you. another
Nah,
that just like further strengthens the point like that I say like you could have an amazing
he
team
can't read the
like
room.
on paper, but if you guys just suck playing together, you're not gonna get anywhere.
This was the team that they have now was what they imagined the process would be. This was the process, but because injuries and how Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons don't work together, is the process is basically gone. This was the chance. If anything, last year was the chance,
Bro,
but
it's not
they
even. I
lost to
don't even
Kawhi,
know,
and then
bro. I
this
don't even
is
know.
going downhill from
I
here.
haven't I haven't watched the 76ers play enough to tell you exactly what the problem is.
They're dysfunctional. It's
But
easy.
they have Tobias Harris was a borderline all star before he came to Philadelphia. Um,
No fan.
Josh Richardson was having a career highs all over the board in Miami Heat before he got traded.
And Jimmy Butler,
Al
which was a good
Horford
trade.
had just come off a good playoff run, had defended the crap out of Joel Embiid the year before. You get me? But what happens is Al Horford comes to this team, and now he's under Joel Embiid, so he's not getting as many minutes. Um, and then players like Tobias Harris are not uh, shooting as well, not playing as well as they were before. So what? So then the team just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and they haven't gotten anywhere. But if all those players were shooting at the percentages that they were shooting in the teams before they got traded, for sure, for sure they would be contenders.
The thing about
They
the
were
Sixers, though,
contenders for a year, but then, bro, but you know what it is? You get beat. Last year they got beat in the second round, bro. In the second round.
first of all, the Sixers are
Who?
not a contender, and for that reason, because they are dysfunctional, because they're injury prone, and because you can't mix two of the same play style in one lineup, in the starting lineup. You can't. That's like the Cavaliers.
Who are you
They had
talking
Colin
about? Who are you
Sexton.
talking about?
That's like the
Who?
Cavaliers. They had Colin Sexton. They drafted Darius Garland. They're two ball dominant point guards. They don't coexist. That's why the Cavs are so much shit.
Which
Bro,
is
but
a
who are
really
you
bad
talking
draft pick.
about? What two players are you talking about?
Al Horford and Joel Embiid.
On
They're the
the
two. They're
on
two of the
the
same play style. They play the same. They're in the paint. Al Horford is being taught to go. They're telling him. They're telling him to go outside and start shooting more threes
Oh
than they do
yeah, you
inside.
can't play. Yeah, you can't play them together. Yeah, you can't play them
Exactly.
together.
You can't play them
But
together.
that's not. But I think the biggest. I think is what I'm saying is the players are underperforming. The like, and I don't know. They just don't work. It doesn't. They don't. It doesn't work because, like I said, Tobias Harris. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was on the Clippers, bro. Tobias Harris. I think he was about to be an all-star. You get me?
Yeah.
And Josh Richardson.
He
Like
wasn't
you
all.
guys
He
should
was.
know this.
Yeah.
Before he got traded, he was having a good season. He was like from the three, he was shooting.
He was
He was
leading
shooting.
the Heat in scoring.
Yeah, he
Hey,
was
yo,
doing good.
Danny,
Yeah.
you messed up the name of the episode again. You named the episode four for like a fifth time.
I did.
Ah,
Bro,
freaking Daniel, bro, dude,
Crap.
stay off the weed, bro.
No, cause no, I
You
gotta
have
fix
it as
it. Cause I
episode four.
don't. I don't change it before. That's why I don't get on Twitch before and change it. But yeah,
Oh shit.
no. You guys are talking about injuries though.
mm-hmm.
You guys are
Yeah,
talking about
injuries for
injuries though, right?
sure, but that's something you can't control. You
Exactly.
know what I
But
mean?
we're
We were
talking
talking.
about. We need to talk
If you're
about
just
teams.
talking about, yeah, if you're just talking about teams and stuff,
Yeah,
like,
because if you talk about injuries, that can happen to anybody, especially with what we're going on now, coronavirus. If their star player gets coronavirus, that's 2 weeks. That's your series. You're done.
yeah.
Especially if you're the Bucks, Giannis gets corona,
Uh,
you're gone. You can't play anymore. You're trash. So
yeah. Now, if you're talking about like teams that are threats, let's talk about first the West.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Lakers.
The West, bro. This year, I've noticed, bro. Look at that. Clippers 48, Denver Nuggets 46 wins. Oklahoma City, Thunder 44, Rockets 44, Utah Jazz 43. It's
44.
these teams are a lot of them are equally matched. So a lot of these first round matchups are gonna be are gonna be 6 to 7 game like series. So we might get a lot of good series. And yeah, the if you're the top, like let's say the top two, the Lakers and the Clippers, any team below you, the Denver Nuggets, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Jazz, maybe even the Mavericks, they could take you to 6 7 games. It could happen. You get me?
Oh, the Mavericks.
Because of how good. Because the West is stacked. The West has a lot of good teams. Now on the East, if, let's say my top two, the top two, like seeding wise, is Milwaukee and the Raptors.
Yeah.
There's three teams that are legit, like scary. Boston, the Heat. No, Boston and the Heat. My bad. Not three. Boston and the Heat. Those are the only people that can really. So in the
The
East it's a
Bucks.
4-man game.
The Bucks.
In
No,
the
no.
West though,
Yeah.
in the West it's a lot more complicated though. In the West it's
Not really.
anybody.
Not
Like,
really. You just have to like legit look at their weakness. The Lakers, for example, their weakest team, the team that they should fear the most is what we've been talking about for the past like 2 episodes, the Portland Trailblazers. They're riding Damian
yeah,
Lillard.
yeah,
They're
for
riding a
sure.
hot streak. Damian Lillard is riding a hot streak. The Lakers are not ready for that depth. They're not ready for that team to go hot on them, especially when they're inconsistent
Oh, for
as
sure.
hell. And they're still not playing well together because they lost to the Kings
Yeah.
and they lose to they lose to scrubs. The Lakers aren't ready.
That's
They're
it.
not. The Lakers aren't ready.
Bro,
And the Blazers
bro,
can just sweep them. Like they'll just like
bro,
5-6 games.
bro. Never say that again. LeBron does not get swept. LeBron does not get swept ever.
LeBron got
LeBron
swept in the finals.
He
LeBron
didn't have a team though. He
sweeps.
didn't have a team.
LeBron
He got
sweeps.
swept in the
Dude,
finals. The finals. The place where you're supposed to go
Richard.
the hardest.
They had
Rich,
Kevin Durant.
He got
Bro.
swept.
I hope
Kevin
you know.
Durant.
I hope you know that year LeBron literally had Daniel as his starting center, bro, as his starting point guard. Like I was the starting shooting guard, and Daniel was the starting point guard, bro.
They could have won the first game.
Dude. What do you expect them to do, bro?
Yo, fuck
Dude,
you.
it was literally Daniel as starting point guard, and I was literally a starting shooting guard. And then at the starting center, they had Logan. You remember Logan?
Oh
They
yeah.
had Logan.
But
Dude, that's who
Logan
they
was
had,
good,
bro.
though. Wow,
How do you
that's
expect
messed
them
up.
to freaking
That's
win
messed
with that
up.
crap?
But
Dude, it's like,
they almost won the first game, and then JR happened, but they tied the game. If
George
George
Hill,
no.
George
Oh, you're
Hill.
talking about
makes one
2018. Oh, you're talking about 2018 now. I thought you were talking about like 2009.
He didn't get swept
I
in
mean, or
2018.
2007.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm talking
he
about
got swept in 2018 because they had Kevin Durant. They had the superpowers. They had Curry, they
But
had Clay, they had Durant.
they
They had
could
Green.
have won a game. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if he lost, but
That's true.
he got swept.
That's true though. He could have won a game, but that's one
He
game.
got look.
If Jordan
LeBron-
Clarkson made one free throw, or if JR didn't, it was off the henny. Like, he
Oh,
wasn't
George
bringing no
Hill,
henny
George
straight
Hill,
off
not
the
Jordan
weed.
Clarkson. George Hill.
Oh, my bad,
Everybody talks about J.R. Smith choking the game, but George Hill missed 2 free throws.
He missed one. He made the first
Exactly.
one.
Well,
No,
he
he
missed-
missed two.
I think he missed
He missed
one or
two.
two. But either
He
way,
missed
he
two?
missed free
Missed
throws
both.
at a time where you're not supposed to miss free throws.
And he misses those free throws. It's
Had he
happened
made
his whole
just
career.
one, it would have been over. If he makes the first one and then JR gets the rebound in the second one, it's over. They
Yo,
win
at the
first
end of the
game.
day, LeBron James got swept, but at the same time, he had the worst team
In
to ever go to
in
the
his
playoffs
career.
or
Bro,
to the finals.
dude, I was literally look. LeBron has been swept twice, right? And both of the times that he has played, both of the times that he has both teams that he's played on that have gotten swept, like I said, you missed it, But he literally had Daniel as point guard, and he had me as shooting guard. How the hell are you supposed to win games against Tim Duncan and in 2007 and freaking Curry? Like how the hell am I supposed to guard Curry? How the hell is Daniel supposed to guard Curry? Where like LeBron has terrible ass team, bro. Like how do you expect him to win? Like, cause even if you have a bad team, you could get to the finals, which he did. But bro, once you get to the finals, bro, like that's what you do. But
the
whatever,
Lakers-
I
bro.
don't know.
The Lakers' threat this year is the Blazers.
But LeBron does not get
swept.
swept in the first round. So
You can't.
I hope you.
Oh, okay, the first round.
Yeah.
Alright,
He does
you
not
can
get
make
swept.
that
Daniel
case.
was saying that the Trailblazers are gonna sweep the Lakers.
Okay,
You're
but
freaking
let me ask
retarded,
you
bro.
then.
I didn't mean it like that.
Let me
Though.
ask
I
you this
said
question.
sweep like they're just gonna go through a breeze. They can win a game or two, but they're just gonna go through them in a breeze. They're not gonna sweep them. No. LeBron's
No,
not
they're
gonna
not,
happen.
dude.
LeBron's gonna
Lewis,
go
let
off
me ask
game
you.
4.
Lewis,
Be
let me
like,
ask you a question.
They are gonna have trouble because they have Avery Bradley out because of injury. You gotta remember that.
good ass
And
defender.
people have been talking about this. People have been talking about this. They have their best, like one of their best perimeter defense. Probably their best perimeter defender out. So who's gonna guard Damian Lillard is the big question for that first round matchup. But then also for the Blazers, who's gonna guard Anthony Davis? Joseph Nurkic could probably do a good job, but still gonna drop 30 on his head.
Hassan Whiteside.
Best option they
And
have
Melo cannot
is
guard
Whiteside.
LeBron. They're both old as shit. But LeBron old as fuck.
The only player that they have that could guard AD is Whiteside. Not because AD he could stretch the floor, but when it's like at the basket,
AD
when
will
it's
break Whiteside's ankles, bro. Whiteside can't play perimeter
I
defense,
mean I'm talking
and
about at the
AD.
basket.
Oh, at the basket,
At the
we'll see.
basket, he could stop
Bro,
AD. You know,
AD,
if
he
he's so
could
good at
probably, yeah, he
Whiteside.
could probably get a
Agree with
couple
him.
stops on him. But overall, when you're talking about the game as a whole, AD will probably put the moves on him.
And AD's not really a good
In the
post
paint,
player.
in the
AD's not really a
paint,
good
and
post.
but especially in the perimeter, because remember, AD can dribble. AD can
And
dribble. Yeah,
he's
he can
fast.
dribble a little
He has
bit.
some quickness to him.
Exactly. And freaking West is the worst perimeter defender to ever exist. Like his perimeter rating defense, like his perimeter defense rating on 2K is like a minus F,
This man
bro.
is basing it off a minus.
All right, let me give you
That's
the
why
next
I
team.
say Whiteside is not the best center, not the best defender in the league,
He's
or
not.
like center defender, whatever you want to call it. He's not. He's a great rim protector. He's a great shot blocker. But when it comes to overall defense, you take out rim
Not Rudy
protecting,
Gobert.
he cannot defend.
Not Rudy Gobert. Not Rudy Gobert. But that's a topic for another episode. That's a topic for another episode.
Rudy Gobert, he could guard the perimeter.
No, I'll make sure you're on that episode. I'm gonna beat your ass on that. I'm gonna beat you in that because you know you're wrong. I'll make sure you're in that episode.
All right, fine. I'll give you an example right now so you can eat your fucking words. All right, like I'm gonna fucking devour some food after this. We're gonna eat your words. There's a clip. I'm hungry. There's a clip of I forgot who it was, but he got Rudy Gobert off the quick step. He was off balance, and he went right by him. But because Rudy Gobert is not a lot faster, but he has the speed and the length, he was able to turn around and stop the ball and block the shot. You cannot tell me Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
I forget who shot, but it was a point guard. You cannot tell me that Whiteside would even attempt to do that shit.
No, because Whiteside doesn't move too much when he blocks. He just
clip.
goes like
One
he
clip.
just goes like that. You get me? He doesn't move his feet. That's why he's just a good standing shot blocker.
lazy.
Like you said, you've
Exactly.
said that
He's
before, yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I said. That's why he would never win. He would never win a Defensive Player of the Year award and stuff like that. But he will get the rebounding award. He'll get the blocks award. He's gonna get it this year.
The blocks,
He's
yeah,
leading the league in blocks.
But let me go to the next team because we're on the same topic. We're on the same team for the past 15 minutes. The Clippers. Who do you think? What team do you think is a potential threat to the Clippers? I'll give you mine right now.
What team is a potential threat?
Yeah, I'll give
I
you
told
mine
you
right
already.
now.
I told you. It could be any team. It could be, for example, the Mavericks. I don't think the Mavericks are gonna beat them. But Luka Doncic, we never seen him in the playoffs. But he already won a I think he won he won EuroLeague MVP. I don't know if he won a championship in Europe, but he has experience. You get me? He's been in the playoffs, whatever over there. It's not the same as over here, but still, he's probably gonna go off and maybe take it to 6 games.
No, because you got Kawhi and PG, two of the best defenders in the league, guarding Luka. You have Kawhi on Luka.
But Luka, yeah, but Luka's an MVP candidate this year.
Montrezl Harrell off the bench because they play starter minutes. You put
Hey, look.
You put back
Wait, but who's guarding Porzingis?
Harrell, or Kawhi, and then you put
Montrezl Harrell.
Yes.
Here, look.
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Out of all the teams in the league, I feel to pull the biggest upset on the Clippers, it's gonna be the Lakers if they get shit together, or the Celtics. Yeah. It has to be one of those two.
The Celtics.
Bro, don't even put East teams in there. Unless you're talking about like
No,
the
no, no.
team
We're
that
going
can actually
conference. We're
make.
going
I
conference.
don't.
An
The
East
Celtics are not making.
an
Celtics
East
are.
team can take the championship.
Oh they can, but I don't think it's
Celtics.
gonna be the Celtics. I doubt it,
Celtics.
bro. Like they're good. They have a good young team, and they're gonna be good. They're gonna be making the second round conference finals for the next like years for sure.
The
But
reason
right
I'm
now,
saying it is
I
because
don't think.
the Bucks mainly have they have Chris Middleton, yes, but he hasn't been playing best. Giannis is like, what I'm saying, like their carry. The Raptors, I
Mhm.
don't think they can hold themselves in the finals again. The Heat, I
Yeah, they
don't
can.
think they have the experience besides Jimmy Butler to
They need one more
withstand
player.
the
They need one
Yeah.
more
finals.
play. They need one
That's
more
why I'm
player.
saying the Celtics.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. No, no. But actually, when you look at the Celtics, they remind me a lot of the Clippers. They have a very deep team and a very like strong defensively team. Like defense, like their defense is their priority. Like they're good as defenders, but then they also have
Hmm.
guys like Jason Tatum and this year, Jalen Brown
Jalen Brown.
start.
So
Yeah,
wait, hold up, Lewis. So you're saying that Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown are equal to
no,
Kawhi
no,
and Paul
no,
George?
no.
Because you
I'm
just
not,
said they're like the
bro.
Clippers. You just said that.
They're like the Clippers because they're a good
Yeah,
defensive team. They're a good defensive team. They have a deep bench.
but
They
are
have a
Jason
deep bench.
Tatum
They
and
have a guy,
Jalen Brown
for example,
Kawhi and
they
George?
have they both have that guy, that tough defensive guy that's gonna like die for the ball,
Here,
like
look, I
Marcus
see,
Smart.
I
Marcus
see
Smart,
what you mean when
and
you say that that they're like the Clippers, but that's like a bad
they're
way
like
to
a
put
younger
it.
they're like no they're like a younger Clippers. That's what I'm saying.
They're like
But
in, I
I don't
guess,
think
yeah,
they
but
can
like
I
if
don't
you're
think they
gonna
can beat the
name, okay,
Clippers
look,
though.
besides the Clippers, who has the deepest bench in the league?
I, nah,
The Heat.
nah, dude, I don't know.
Best
Boston has
defense
a
in the
good
league.
bench.
Best defense in the
I
league.
think
Um,
that Boston's bench is not even
Portland has a good
comparable.
bench.
What are you talking?
Boston's bench is not even comparable to the Heat, in my opinion.
You're talking
I
best
think the
They
Heat
bench
have
or
has
the
a
best
better
Hayward.
or
They
the
bench.
have
best
Me
defense?
personally,
You're talking best bench or best defense?
But you're
they have
saying that the
Hayward coming
Celtics.
off the bench.
The bench.
Bench.
Clippers.
yeah, yeah. I forgot Hayward comes
No,
off the bench,
besides the
bro.
Clippers. Besides the
Oh,
Clippers.
besides the
Hayward
Clippers,
is averaging 19 points off the bench. And he
besides the
dropped 30 the
Clippers,
other night.
the Miami Heat, yeah, Miami Heat, yeah. Because the
So you're saying
developmental,
that the Heat have the second best bench in the league.
I
I don't
can't
know.
think of any other
I don't know
teams right
enough
now, but
about other
I
yeah.
don't
teams,
know
but
if
that's the thing. I
second,
don't
but
know.
definitely
I
top
don't
three.
know. I don't know enough about other teams. For example, like Oklahoma City Thunder probably has a good ass bench. I just don't
No,
know all
no,
the players on
no,
their
because they're
bench.
starting their bench players
They
now.
got
No.
Dennis Schroeder off the bench. That's about it.
Yeah, but Dennis Schroeder's out.
Oh, Raptors. I'm pretty sure Raptors have a good ass bench too.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They have a lot
Who's
of
off
no
the bench?
names though. They have a lot of
I
no
don't think
names,
so.
Guys,
but
breaking news!
they have a
Breaking
lot of
news!
no
When
names.
I
But they have,
when
Guys, breaking news! Greg Popovich is coming back next year. He's coaching next year. We don't know for who, but he's coaching next year.
what for real,
Yes.
bruh?
He
Wow.
said, he
I
said,
thought he was
I
retired.
just got
That's
a tweet
good
from
though.
Mark
You
Stein.
love to see.
I just got a tweet from Mark Stein. It says Greg Popovich on coaching next year. Why wouldn't I? He's coming back, boys. And
He's still
earlier
like one of
reports in
the
the year
best
said
coaches in the league.
that there was a team that was gonna offer him an offer he can't refuse. So it probably won't be the Spurs. Think about it. He'll probably coach for another team.
Wait. Would this is Heat like only like the Heat? Would you fire Eric Spoelstra
No,
to get Greg Popovich?
no,
All right.
no. But that's a topic for another day. That's a topic
Um,
for another day. Let me keep
I
going with
don't
this
think
one.
so.
Let me keep going with this one. I got I'm gonna give you a contender in the West, but they're not a contender, so like, cause it's already Lakers and Clippers. That's it. The Bucks. Give me that one team that you think is the biggest threat.
To the
Wait,
Bucks.
Yes.
the Bucks.
the Heat,
The biggest threat to the
the
Bucks.
Oh,
Heat,
Toronto.
No,
Conference. If they, yes,
this is
that's the
completely
biggest threat.
unbiased. This is
That is
completely
the
unbiased. But the Heat are the biggest threat to the Bucks. No other team in the league is as much of a threat. Well, maybe
Danny.
in just the East,
bro,
the Heat are the biggest threat to the Bucks.
Richard. They're not the big. They are a big threat, but
No,
dude,
the
you
biggest
gotta think,
on the
Look,
East.
look,
bro.
look, 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 look. You got to think about everything that's happened this season. And Danny, I know
Yes,
you can agree with me on this. The biggest threat to the Bucks this season are the Heat. The biggest threat to the Heat are the Celtics. The biggest
That's
threat
right.
to the I don't know who the biggest threat to the Raptors is, honestly.
I got you. I got
The,
you. I
But the
got you. I got
biggest
you.
threat to
the
the
Bucks.
Bucks.
I don't know, bro. It's between. I don't know, bro. I
and the
think the
biggest
Heat
threat
are
to
a
the
Make up
close
Celtics
Bucks.
is the
second,
Bucks.
bro.
Yes.
I think the
Yes.
Heat are the Heat because the Heat are the only are one of the few teams that have I think won the season. I think they won the season series against the top teams in the East. Like
Except the
they
Celtics.
performed very well. They've gone 8-1 in overtime again. Like they're a good team. They're a good team, but um, I just think that the Raptors when they have their full team, bro. When they have their full team, they can lock down Giannis, bro. They have
No,
Marcus All. They
they've
have
never been
Serge
able to
Ibaka.
do that. They have
They
never been able to do that. Pascal Siakam's not known for his defense at all.
they have
Pascal
Pascal
Siakam.
Siakam.
He's not known for his defense. He's an
But I
offensive
don't know,
player.
dude. I
OGs.
don't know.
But
But
he's
OGs.
a
then
good
but then the
defender.
Heat but then
But
the Heat
OG's
also
not
have
the next
Bam.
Kawhi like we all thought.
And Bam is
Look,
an amazing defender.
the Bucks are the biggest
Oh,
threat to the Raptors because Giannis. It's simple as that. Nobody there can guard Giannis. What's it called? The Celtics. The biggest threat is the Bucks because no one there. They don't have Al Horford anymore. Al Horford went to Philadelphia. Now they can't guard Joel Embiid, and now they can't guard Giannis. They don't have
That's what
anyone
I'm
to guard
saying. Look,
Giannis.
So what?
if the Heat aren't able to take out the Bucks are gonna beat the Celtics
Exactly,
or the Raptors.
exactly, exactly. But the Heat play
So
the
the Heat
Bucks in
would
the
have
second
they
round if they beat the Pacers. Because the Pacers are a pretty tough team. Now that Sabonis might be back in the playoffs. We don't have reports on that yet, but Sabonis might be back in the playoffs.
He really said.
I'm being realistic though. I can't be Heat biased like you bitches. I can't.
And I'm
I
not being
guess
Heat biased.
you
It's
see
just
now. I'm not. How am I being Heat biased? I'm saying
we
that the Raptors
whooped their
are a
ass.
bigger
I
threat
named
than I
our
don't
group chat
know.
after Heat bias because of you two. What are you talking about?
I'm not being Heat biased. Is the Pacers are not gonna beat the Heat. They don't even,
Oh
well
yeah,
maybe they could take them to max
bro.
6 games,
Oladipo
but
isn't
that's
even playing,
that's
bro.
reaching a little.
Oladipo isn't even playing, bro. Miles
Yes, he
Turner
Yeah,
is.
he is.
sucks.
Yes, he is. Oladipo is just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna give you the win, so I can join you guys later. You know,
Dude, they're
if you can't
missing
beat
their
him,
best
if you can't beat him,
players,
join him.
bro. They're
Do what
missing.
Kevin Durant. If you can't
They're
beat him,
they're
join him.
missing their all star. They're missing their all star. They're missing Victor Oladipo. T.J. Warren
Mm.
sucks playing against the Heat. Miles Turner, Bam is better than Miles Turner. When
Yo,
you just look
yo,
at
That's
the
right.
yo,
individual
yo,
matchups,
yo,
bro.
yo,
Oh
yo,
no no! I look
yo,
at the
yo.
look at the season series. We've won every single game in the season series against
Victor
the Pacers.
Oladipo is
We've won every single
healthy.
game.
Victor Oladipo is
The Heat
healthy.
have won every single game. It's gonna be 4-0, 4-1 maybe, but 4-0
Yo,
probably.
Victor Oladipo is playing. He's still playing. Demontis
Oh,
Sabonis is the one
oh
that's
he's
not playing.
all right. Okay, all right. Whatever. He's playing. All right.
Either way,
Still,
either way,
the Montes Sabonis is out.
the Heat have to beat the Pacers in order to get to the Bucks. If the Bucks lose to the Heat, then then the Celtics can beat us because the Celtics have beat us. The season series they have, but the Heat can still win that. The Heat can still prevail if they play good. Eric Spoelstra is really good in the playoffs. He's had a playoff. He has a pretty good playoff career. So
You have to see.
Richard, what's that?
Oh my!
If the Heat, because Eric Spoelstra is really good in the playoffs. If the Heat do well in the playoffs, they can potentially beat the Celtics. Because the Celtics don't have Kyrie anymore, even though Kyrie wasn't any help. They don't have Kyrie anymore. They don't have that. And Kemba Walker has never been to the playoffs. He's only been there once, and the Heat destroyed him. He'll probably be like, oh shit, flashbacks. Kemba Walker's not a playoff point guard. We don't know that yet. We don't know
That's
that
weird.
yet. We'll see if they even make it to the conference finals, because like I said, we don't know that yet. And they're playing the Sixers, and we don't know what the hell the
It
Sixers are going to do.
it could be
until Ben
anyone.
Simmons is out.
It could be anyone.
Exactly. The Celtics can be anybody.
All right, keep going down the list because we need to wrap it up.
Yeah, actually, that was the... What?
That's the last one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
last
that
one.
was the
What
last
do-
one.
I was also going to say, like, what do you guys think about... The game's on, first of all. The game's on right now. The Blazers and the Nets. Who's winning that game?
The Blazers.
Blazers.
I'm going Blazers. If the Nets win that game...
What the fuck? The Blazers have to win.
If the Nets win that game...
No, they are going to win.
If the Nets win that game, I'm gonna be screaming. Like I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna be having like nightmares and shit. Cause Damian Lillard is gonna be pissed.
I want to see Devin Booker in the playoffs.
Well,
Ah,
yeah,
He
because
wouldn't,
the
bro.
Grizzlies are
He
no
wouldn't be in the
bugs.
playoffs.
The Grizzlies are no
I want to
bugs.
see him too, but I want to see him in the playoffs too. But I'd rather see Damian Lillard in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
because I would
More
rather see Damian
entertaining.
Lillard because Damian
As
Lillard
a
beats the. Because
as a fan, I'd rather see Damian Lillard in the playoffs. Like
exactly.
just 'cause it's more entertaining.
The only reason I say it is because we've never seen Devin Booker in the playoffs, but
That
we've
is
seen
true.
Damian Lillard.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
we have.
Devin Booker
That's
can't
true.
beat the Lakers.
And
Devin Booker
he
can't beat the
hasn't lost
Lakers.
to any team in the bubble.
Okay, but they didn't play the Lakers. They played the Clippers, but they didn't play the Lakers. And we don't know how they're gonna do against the Lakers. That's
They
why
beat the
we want to
Clippers.
see
Yeah,
Damian Lillard.
another interesting thing to see is they're not obviously. I don't think they're gonna make it. But if the Suns did make the playoffs, how well they would do in the first round with all that momentum they have of like
Yeah.
being undefeated. Because you never know. Maybe like maybe they could like take the series to 6 games,
The
7 games,
universe is on their
not
side.
seven,
But
6.
in my vision, the Blazers would be the best fit because the Blazers are the better team. The Blazers are the one team going into the 8th seed that can be out of the Suns, Grizzlies, and the Blazers that can beat the Lakers.
Yes, they're the biggest threat. Out of all the teams that could make the AC, they're the biggest threat. They're not
Exactly.
the biggest threat to the Lakers, but they're the biggest threat in the
And
first
even the
round to the
Lakers
Lakers.
know it. Even the Lakers know it. The Lakers are saying to each other, they're like, "Oh, if we can't get this shit together, if we can't get our shit together, the Blazers are gonna kick our asses." And then the Blazers go on. They play the 4th and the 5th seed. They kick their asses because it's either OKC or Houston. Houston doesn't have Russell Westbrook. Yeah,
Oh,
but
Houston and Portland
That
would be a
matchup
good
is
series.
gonna be fun as fuck.
Houston
Houston and
doesn't have Russell
Portland, bro,
Westbrook.
will be a good series.
Houston doesn't have Russell Westbrook, and Harden's the choker in the playoffs. So the OKC Thunder could possibly take that. We don't know how Chris Paul plays in the playoffs. With the Thunder, but they can possibly take that. And
Yo, I
if they
lost
do
all
take that, the
respect for
Blazers are going
James
to the
Harden
conference
and
finals.
Russell Westbrook. I lost all respect for James Harden if he cannot beat the Thunder
But I'm gonna
in
tell
the
you right
first
now.
round, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now before we
Like
finish off the episode.
Russ is known for losing in the first round, but James Harden is known for losing in the conference finals. So at least make it to the freaking conference final
Exactly. We just have to
or
see. I'm gonna
the
watch the
second
Blazers game
round.
right now. I'm gonna watch the Blazers game right now when we conclude the episode. I'm gonna watch the Blazers game right now, and if they lose, I'm legit gonna cry because the Lakers are going to the conference finals if they do. No, they'll
Wait,
go
so
to the.
Danny, are they gonna? Danny, do you know if they're gonna do what you said they were gonna
No, they're
do,
not.
the
They're not.
tiebreaker?
Yeah, because it's not a tiebreaker. But what I would want to do because the tiebreaker is the play-in. If the Blazers win, that's a tie between the Grizzlies and them. But what I would recommend they do is since the Suns went like 8-0, and the Grizzlies were terrible, they should play that one. They should have a play-in for those two teams to see who makes it into the 9th seed, because the Grizzlies were trash. The Grizzlies
Yeah.
do not deserve to be there, and everybody knows the Grizzlies are not going to do anything in the playoffs. Everybody knows that. And if the Portland Trailblazers win, they're the 8th seed. They only have to win one game in the play-in series to get into the 8th seed. The Grizzlies are not going to be a threat to them. They're not. That's why I feel like, in my personal opinion, the Suns and the Grizzlies should play a game to see who makes it to the 8th seed. To the 9th seed, my bad. But
Suns and Grizzlies.
the Grizzlies are not going to win that game. Against the Suns, they're not going to win that game. They don't have it. But to conclude the episode,
All
I was
right,
gonna say
boys.
something, but
Wait, hold up. I got a question.
Go.
This is specifically for them, and then you can end up. So this is not. Don't answer it. I just want you to think about it. All right, and you guys can think about it too. If the Trailblazers make the playoffs, the East, and they match up, well, obviously they'll match up against the Lakers. But if Dame and the Trailblazers somehow, some way, manage to beat the Lakers in however many games, what does that do to LeBron's legacy? Is he now officially maybe goes down to the 4th? Maybe he goes to the 3rd for you? I don't know.
Yo, first of all, who would you
But
put
it's just
after?
something to
Who would
do.
you put at 3 if LeBron goes down to 4?
I don't know. That's a different episode. All right.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right
All
now.
right,
We should
boys.
probably do the next episode. But I'm gonna tell you right
Kareem.
now. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Kobe, and
Okay. You're putting Kareem.
Shaq.
Kareem will be better than LeBron. He'll be 3rd, and LeBron will go down to 4th. But that's only if Dame beats the Lakers in
for
the
everybody that's
first
watching the
round.
stream, for everybody that's
I
watching the
conclude my
stream,
question.
this man Richard right here, he was really salty when LeBron left. Like so salty that he put LeBron down to 3. He knows
Yeah,
very well.
he's just
No.
LeBron.
Wait. I never even had him myself.
LeBron came here, brought two championships to his team, and now he's mad that he left, bro. So he dropped him down to
He was
3.
just being He was just being like a little bitch.
No,
But I
but
never
also
had
like
LeBron second, so
I don't want to get into it because
it's
I'll
always
leave it for
been
another
Jordan,
episode.
Kobe.
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
possibly
had
even leave it for
LeBron.
the next episode. I'll possibly even leave it for the next episode, the GOAT debate. I don't know yet. I'll have to consult with Alvaro
Yeah.
with the host Alvaro. But I'm just gonna put this out like plain and simple. Because
Yes.
Kendrick Perkins dropped a tweet yesterday. This is how I'm gonna close out the episode. Kendrick Perkins dropped a tweet yesterday, saying that if LeBron headbutt Mo Wagner, right, he wouldn't get suspended. He said that people would say that his legacy would be tarnished.
No. People would talk about it. No, he
Yeah, they
didn't
would
say that
talk
that would
more
happen.
crap. That they would talk more crap. Obviously, LeBron's a bigger like star than
People
Giannis,
like
Wait, I'm gonna find it
starting
right now. I'm
things.
gonna find it right
people
now.
hate
What
more.
people like starting things to ruin
Yeah,
LeBron's
for
legacy.
sure, of course, man. People hate LeBron more than they do Giannis, so of course.
Giannis is one of the most beloved players.
Yeah, everybody likes him.
I'm gonna find it right now
Well,
because.
not the players,
But
but
either way, it was very controversial because he said that if LeBron would have headbutt that guy, that what's
it
it
would have
called?
been a lot different.
Exactly, it would have
Yeah.
been a lot different. That they would have been saying that LeBron's legacy would have been tarnished, something like that, because of something so brutal or whatever. I completely disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And LeBron's legacy, if anything's gonna tarnish it, it's the fact that he's a crybaby. Because I mean, no disrespect, like LeBron James is the second best player of all time. You have to respect greatness. You have to. But
Yeah, for
he
sure.
drove himself out of Miami. The reason why he drove himself out of Miami is because Pat Riley didn't want to give him full control. He wanted full control of the team. He wanted to be the general manager / player. Pat Riley didn't want to do that. So he left. In Cleveland, he traded Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's like, I want to be on my own team. He's like, get this bum out of here. Got that bum out of here. Brought Isaiah Thomas. They had bad chemistry. He told the team, he's like, no, I'm not coming back. He gave me better players. They tried getting him better players. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. They got him Isaiah Thomas, who just came off an MVP caliber year. They got him Jay Crowder, solid player, really solid player. Ante Zizic, they got him picks. He had the horrible team, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna come back here. Instead of building something over there like he did in the past, no. He drove himself out of Miami. He
Was
drove himself out of
dude,
Cleveland. And if
bro. He
things don't
was
work out in LA, he's
33.
driving himself out of
He
there too.
doesn't have time to build another team, bro. He doesn't have time to build another team,
Yo,
bro.
he
He's
literally said it
33.
himself. He said it himself. I don't remember when, but I know he did.
He was
said that he's
33
chasing
back then.
Jordan. He's chasing Jordan. You can't chase Jordan when you're 3-6, right? When you're 3-6, you can't chase Jordan.
I was between putting LeBron 1 and 2, and then I watched The Last Dance, and it just fully convinced me that Jordan is 1 and LeBron's 2. But that's fine. You get me?
All
Like
right,
LeBron's still all time. Doesn't matter. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but
we're
yeah,
gonna close out
we're
the
just
episode.
dragging
All right,
this. Like,
boys. All right, boys. Everybody who's still watching this, just go
we
follow
capped. I
Alvaro
saw
on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the.
we
I'm gonna
capped
drop
at 12
the.
viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you all for watching
Wait,
episode 5.
wait. I'm gonna drop the. I'm gonna post the YouTube video, right? Give me like an hour or two. I'm gonna post the YouTube video, right? What's it called?
Of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna post the video on YouTube. It's gonna have the Ace Debates Instagram. It's gonna have the Twitch. It's also gonna have their personal accounts as well as ours.
Not even your question.
And also, I'm kind of starting like a business on my own. You guys know about it. I'm kind of starting a business on my own, so I'm gonna also drop that link. I'm gonna drop that account on the stream chat and on the YouTube link. So if you guys want to hit me up with a follow, if you have any questions too, hit me up through there.
So on
My personal
YouTube,
account.
so on YouTube, you're gonna post this, like this little thing
Yeah,
that we
the
did,
video.
the podcast or whatever. All right, bro. Everybody is gonna watch it on YouTube.
All right, yeah. So hit us up on YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alvaro outro.
All right, boys. Good debates. Good night, man.
All right,
Later,
thank you guys,
bro.
everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week. Peace.